Yo.
Have you been good every game you played so far?
I have not.
Okay.
You can make me evil if you'd like. I don't want to be evil.
You are evil. You are the Baron.
Thanks.
There's 3 outsiders in play. Jojo's your fellow minion, right next to you in the circle, and Matthew's your demon.
Okay.
That's all I got for you. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, that's happened. All right. So, guess we'll just record every session as though it was my first. As one of these days, I'll make my how to play, and this might be my best trouble brewing tutorial that I ever do. So anyway, in this one, I am the Baron, which is evil, and that basically means that we have all 4 outsiders in play. So instead of having 7 townsfolk, we have 5 townsfolk and 3 outsiders. Outsiders are not helpful, so they have less to work with. And then there's 3 of us, and I don't know the other rules, so I have to talk to. Probably should talk to Matthew before JoJo. This is JoJo's first play, and she's good at games like this. Might be helpful to be new, because people will be easy on you, but you're more likely to make mistakes. So there's that. But anyway, as is always the case, I'll be back during night phases to fill you in with what's going on in my mind. So far, I've got lots of fake lists ready to write, and we'll see how much confusion we can create.
Okay, so here's our little story going into it. So we are part of Canada's not finest scientists today, polar scientists. We're like the D team, and we've all kind of bonded over that. And in Canada, they didn't want us to go all to the same like research station, because that would be bad, because we're not that great. We're like the bottom of the barrel hires. So they sent us all out to a different polar station across the Arctic. And so we've been there, and slowly over time, our top scientists, like the A team and B team scientists, have been disappearing, and no one knows what's happening. And there's been like rumors of this like impish character running around from polar station all across the Arctic, magically running around, but it's just kind of folklore. And there hasn't been any disappearances for a while though. But last night, I disappeared from my research station, and the next morning, someone was out looking for me, and they tripped over my body, somehow became uncovered, and I was missing my head though, and inside my neck cavity there was this little like cheap looking ceramic clock tower of I think it's the Peace Tower in Ottawa, and it's just covered with blood, and it was stuck in my neck. And so with that, all of our top scientists are like, we'll hold down the forts at the polar stations. You guys all try to figure out what the heck is going on here. Let's see if it's just murders, or if it's a polar bear falling in crevasses, or if it's this monster out there. And with that, the game has started. Good luck, everyone.
Solves the case already.
Right, yep.
Yeah, it's clearly a Yahoo. He would always put a little clock tower in somebody's body.
I always shudder when the death starts being described.
I would.
Someone left.
Yeah, Vince went to his room.
Goodbye, Vince.
I will go over to Vince, but you can choose who you go to or not. A tip: don't reveal your role right away. If you want to, you can get. I've seen people doing it now, where they're doing 3 for 3. You could say I'm one of these 3 roles, or you could say I'm one of the top half. I'm one of the middle third. That kind of thing. You can don't try to be vague about it until you figure out who you're talking to, because it's a very solid chance that JMac is evil and will use that information against you.
Yeah. Typically, if you widely share information, it benefits evil, because in this game, they're the ones that don't have Well, they have more information than us, but we don't want to give them all of the rest of the information.
Right.
Anyway, I'm going to go talk to John because he went to his room because he probably thought he was supposed to.
Okay. So,
You don't want to talk to me?
Oh, Scott's over talking to him.
okay.
I was waiting
Vince, can I talk to you? I'm going to go to your room. Okay.
Sure.
So clicking breakout room.
Gotcha. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Was I? You came over. Did he talk to you? Because
Yeah.
I saw that you just left immediately. Okay, I'm sorry. I will leave. I was coming to help you because I saw that you left, and I didn't
In
know
the-
if you knew what you were
I
doing.
was going to tell you the same thing I did.
In the middle of my screen, it said the host has invited me to a room, so I thought that means I'm supposed to go somewhere. So I
That-
This
did.
time you
means-
just hit later, the
that
first in the day phase.
That means the rooms are open, and you can hit later, and then basically after you decide who you want to talk to, you go and talk to them. So I decided that I would come and talk to you since you were confused.
Okay. Do you want to talk to me?
Yeah.
Okay, we can talk.
So in this game, and he was explaining out in the other room, so I'll explain to you what you kind of missed, which is that basically 3 of us are not good. So typically speaking, you don't just share all of your information until you've figured out who to share. Because in this game, information is very messy. So like you can be drunk, so you might think that you're the Ravenkeeper, which is a thing that gets information one time and it's super important, but you might be drunk. So your information might be bad. You might be poisoned periodically. So there's a lot of bad information. And then there's 3 people that are just straight up lying about everything. So about half of the information you get is going to be incorrect. So you don't necessarily want to give everything away. It's kind of a balance between getting information and so
And the 3 bad people would be 1 imp and 2 minions.
correct.
And what are you?
I am a townsfolk, which is the top half. There are outsiders, there are minions, and then there is 1 demon.
So I'll say I have reason to believe that you are telling me the truth.
You have reason to believe that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how much I'm supposed to tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying that you have, you're claiming the washerwoman, maybe.
No, but
Okay.
but you get the idea.
Sure. Yes, you have been given information that might be inclined to believe that I am not evil.
Or that at least you're not the very bad guy.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, they're the investigator then. See, here's the thing.
Might be investigator.
One
Might
trick
be.
I will tell you in this game is that people typically know what you're saying a lot better than you think that they do because they know the role list. So just be aware of that as you're sharing information. You might think that you're being, somewhat cryptic, and then immediately people know what you're saying.
Yeah, but I thought I would decide to trust you this time.
Okay, I appreciate that.
How is your physical the thing? What's
It doesn't really afflict me terribly, but you can definitely tell more so online than I think you can in person.
Well, your left eye is closed a little,
Yes, that's how it is.
but I don't think it was like that when I last saw
I think
in
you
person.
notice it more online. It might be that I'm talking loudly to be heard in a microphone, which makes it more apparent. I don't know.
Because you're loud, I see your eyes closed.
Well, no. So when I express myself, it makes my eyes do that thing.
Sure. All right, my friend. Are you done with me? Or do you want to give me any information since you might think I'm on your team, if indeed I am on your team?
So what I typically do early on, since I don't know if you're good or bad, is I give you some information. I like doing the top half, bottom half. So of the townsfolk roles, I will tell you that I'm in the bottom half.
Except that I did this out of my mind, so I don't have a top half, bottom half.
So you do.
But-
The blue is the townsfolk, and I'm claiming that I'm the bottom half of those roles.
You're one of the orange ones.
No. So look at the townsfolk side, which is the blue.
Okay. So
Can you
you're
see
one
how
of these
there's
down
a
here.
topper part and a bottom part? Is the very
Okay.
bottom when they're virgin and the very top when they're washerwoman?
Sure.
So they're in the same order. So I'm in the bottom half of that blue section.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to head
Very
back because I want to talk to a couple people.
Yep. Thank you.
No, I got this figuring this stuff out. Looking up some rolls.
John, do you want to go talk? It's J
Max, you want to talk?
Yeah, let's talk, Vince.
Okay, I'll come to your place, John.
Okay. What do I do to go into my place?
If you click you should see 3 dots. If you click that, there'll be a thing that says join breakout rooms, and then the whole list of rooms will come up, and then you can see a list of rooms. And
there's a button called breakout rooms. Am I supposed to click that?
Yeah, that works.
Where are you going, John?
To talk to JMac.
Boy, oh boy, did I just tell Matthew everything.
Sean,
Jojo, you want to talk?
Sean, you want to talk, Sean?
Sure.
Okay, I'll head over to yours.
Sounds good.
Jojo, do you want to talk?
Yeah.
I'll come to your room.
Okay.
People better be scared. Me and Matthew got this whole thing fixed.
All right.
Chris, I'll talk to you in like 3 days.
So it'll be a quick game then. Okay.
Yep.
I like how you just say, I'll come listen to you now.
Yeah.
Maybe we can have 2 games then.
You like that? I'm always happy to listen.
All right. Well, I'm happy to talk to anyone that talks. So, David, do you want to talk?
Oh, I'll talk.
What are you gonna say?
All right.
I already have a situation with David.
Oh, yep. Sorry, now you.
How do I join a different breakout room?
So I'm the very top room. If you want to join my campus.
All right. Sounds good.
So you're my first visitor. I always, when we get a breakout room, I always get a background. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that we were on a winter campus, so it's not as ideal as I would have hoped, but it'll have to do because I'm playing a game now.
Exactly.
So is this your first time playing?
With this specific group, yeah, I play with Scott's friend group.
Do you play regularly?
I wouldn't say regularly. It's been a few weeks since I've played for sure.
Sure.
How about you?
I just started playing a few weeks ago, and I've played pretty regularly in the last few weeks.
I like it better than like Mafia or Werewolf because
yeah, it's definitely a better game because there's a lot of information and there's a lot of confusion.
Yeah, and not everybody has something that they do, and
yeah,
and I like that the dead can speak and influence the game.
Yeah, when I like the conversation because you're trying to like work with people and it's one-on-one as opposed to when you play Werewolf in a large group, it's like a lot of shouting and very little actually being able to hear.
Exactly. Yep. 2-minute warning.
So anyway, there's different amounts of information that people typically share. I like to go with the top half, bottom half strategy, assuming that is that you're a townsfolk, which I am, and I would be comfortable telling you that I am one of the bottom half of the townsfolk.
You said bottom half townsfolk?
Yes. So bottom half of the townsfolk, which would be the washerwoman to virgin. I'm one of the bottom half.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. I'm comfortable saying that I am one of the middle third of them.
Okay. Any other thoughts?
I don't have any additional information at the time.
Okay. Well, I think I'll go try to talk to some other people, and maybe we'll meet back up.
Hopefully.
More people coming back.
Jojo, would you like to talk?
Yeah.
We'll have about 30 seconds.
My place?
Go for it.
Mine. Hi.
Hi, I saw you talk to Matthew. Do you have roles and stuff to share with me?
Yeah, there's Empath, Monk, and Slayer. I think he says he's hinting at Monk. I'm hinting at Slayer probably. So that leaves you with Empath. If that works out.
And what are you claiming?
Slayer.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty easy because you don't really have to do anything until midway through the game, and then at some point you'll just basically publicly claim that you're using your power. Okay. I don't think we have really much time for anything else, but hopefully this goes well.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
Maybe tomorrow.
So how much time do we have to talk? 5 minutes or so?
It changes.
It'll change. I give you the most at the beginning, and then
okay.
Whittle down as best players.
So you're not going to get all information, and you're not going to get perfect information. You've got to piece together what you can.
Did anybody hear anything about outsiders? That's an important thing to know. You don't have to know the outsiders particularly, but we need to know if there's 1 or 3 would be helpful.
Nobody claimed outsider to me.
Nobody claimed outsider to me either.
All right.
I don't know anything about outsiders.
Don't we know that there is one though?
There is one.
Yeah.
There is one. It
The
could
one
be
could be a drunk.
Yeah, so
They would know.
They wouldn't know.
Yep.
So
But if we
John,
don't-
There could be 3 if we have a Baron. Is that
yes.
it?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
one of the thing about the games is that there are things in brackets, and if there's a role in play that has a bracket, that basically modifies the game. In this script, if we have a Baron, then there's 2 additional outsiders. So the Grimoire shows that there's 1 outsider, but actually there's 3 if there's a Baron in play.
So
Well, and we would know that because 3 people would be claiming outsider. Therefore, the Baron must be in.
Well, even if 2 claim it, then we would know because possibly one's a drunk.
Gotcha.
Yep. But if
Chris,
nobody
why
is
you
claimed
asking
outsider,
about outsiders, Chris?
well, it's just good to know if we have 1 or 3.
It is, yeah, it's helpful. Basically, if we discover 2, then we know that there's a Baron.
Yep. But if we discover none, that means we probably have a drunk.
That's true.
But we only got 1.
1, 2.
So I will go that one of you or me is an outsider. And if it's me, I'm drunk. Which is typical for these kinds of games. Random my butt.
Wait, even if the outsider were drunk, wouldn't they know who they are? Their ability just doesn't function.
They would
They would not know they're drunk though.
And they don't know it's malfunctioned yet because they haven't tested it against anybody.
I'm in the mindset of in Werewolf, you have a card handed to you. So how could you possibly be drunk and reading the card that says Baron?
Well, see, John, if you were the drunk, this role doesn't exist, but you were told you were the mechanic, and you think that your mechanic role works every night until you find out that it doesn't. Then you think, oh, wait a minute, I might be drunk.
Yep.
Yep.
So the drunk is not told they're drunk. The drunk is told that they are a role that's in the game.
And you find out that your information is flawed and you should stop talking or stop trusting your own thing. And then he starts giving you real information that does actually apply, and then you don't trust it. So
But that's why I'm
torture
asking.
you the entire game. That's
why I'm asking. Even if the outsider were drunk, they would still know they're an outsider.
No,
no,
because they would think that they were
They would
the
think
village
they're
role.
a townsfolk.
A random
The drunk
townsfolk.
is a odd one. The drunk is an odd one.
You do not know that you are drunk. You
So-
think you are a townsfolk, but your ability malfunctions. So, like for instance, if
Might
you were,
think you're a fortune teller.
yeah, if
or
you
a
were
librarian.
Exactly.
if you were the drunk, you might be told that you're the fortune teller, and you do the fortune teller things, but you don't actually like everything that you do is completely just a facade.
Yep.
Okay. I'm with you now.
Pretty
There
cool,
you
isn't
go.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you think that's bad, wait until this game really gets going. Then we have poisoners.
At some point.
There's a poison, isn't there? Or is there not poison in this one?
It's a possible.
there's a poisoner.
Poisoner in this script.
Did you know that
Oh,
there's a
Ross is
poisoner?
already
Ross?
confident that there's a poisoner.
In the script, he didn't say in
Script.
play.
There is a
Oh.
poisoner in this script.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
May not be in play.
Does anybody know if anybody had one of the top 4 roles that already has information? Has anybody said that they're one of those 4 roles?
I heard what I interpreted as that, but I'm not going to share that information because I didn't ask to be sharing that information. So for clarity's sake, new players, the top 4 roles get information once, They don't get information the rest of the game. So there's not really a huge risk in saying, I had a top 4 roll, here's the information. Now, that being said, sometimes you want to kind of work with that information before you make it all public. But I will say the Investigator is a particularly useful one because you know somebody that is bad out of 2. So that is particularly useful.
And is that always accurate, or
Well, it could
Unless
be,
you're drunk.
Yeah, it could be drunk or poisoned. Or for the no, that's not that roll. Also, if yeah. Either
okay.
back?
Did everybody freeze?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems like everyone stopped talking.
I did.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I froze.
Gotcha.
Oh, we're in the polar ice. That might be
man,
why.
it's so cold, guys. I need to
Yeah.
hold on.
I know. And I'm wearing a t-shirt. This is terrible.
Yeah, so I just I read my room and it said I was a campus, so I didn't realize it was a polar campus. So
Whoops. That's suspect right there. Let's kill him.
hey,
Just for clarification, I live in Canada. I've never seen an igloo before. I just want to point that out.
okay.
I feel like I've seen one. I feel like I saw one at like Winterlude in like Ottawa or something, like River Canal. Like I feel like I saw a fake one, like not
Right. So
like one that they
inflatable
just
ones don't count.
Well, no, like one somebody made as like a demonstration, not someone like actually lived in. You know, like
All right.
it's not an actual like
visit.
Okay, does anybody have information they'd like to give, knowing that if they do get killed, they still get to play? So getting killed in this game isn't the end of the world. It's kind of, and that's hard. That's a hard hurdle to get over from the werewolf mentality. You want to last the entire game.
Well, in fact, some of the roles want to die at night. So like the Ravenkeeper, you actually want to die specifically at night so that you get your ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So another one that is kind of weird is the Virgin. The Virgin, the first time they're nominated by a good player, the player that nominates dies. The reason that's good is because there's a lot of unknown in the game. If one of the top 4 roles wanted to nominate the Virgin, then that player would die, which would confirm that both the Virgin was a legitimate role and the person nominating was a Townsfolk role, which is helpful because then we both have 2 people that we can trust.
Okay, so you know what I suggest is that I think we should stop giving advice and we should let everybody just figure out how to do this from here on out.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, Stephen, that's totally cool.
That's fine.
I think we should now we let them play.
Yeah.
So okay.
Time to play.
You want to play a game?
Yeah. Okay. So I want to
scary movie.
I want to give information, but I don't know if it's the right time to do it.
Don't do it then.
I mean,
Is it helpful information?
Not, you know what? No, I can't confirm it at this point either. So what I would see what you guys think. I would nominate that we don't kill, and just go in tonight, and then get more information and go in tomorrow. That's a possibility.
I'm okay with that.
I may or may not be the Undertaker, and we need to kill people for that kind of a role. Hypothetically speaking.
There you go. That's true.
Not saying I am, but I may or may not be.
Yeah, there's something to be said about having votes and, you know, have people nominating people. It does kind of give information, but I've also been told that that's a werewolf strategy and not a blood on the Clocktower strategy. So,
but it works. It does work. David, what do you think?
I think that if someone is willing to sacrifice and come out and say that they are one of the top 4 roles who will not get information later on, then to Chris's point, if we have an Undertaker, then it would confirm whether that information was correct or not.
Or we could start doing that day 2. Because it is good to have more people get more information.
I would think if there's an Undertaker, it is less useful to the group that one person gets information about one person, as opposed to all of us getting information potentially about
I was suggesting that one of the top 4 roles comes out and says,
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I was just
one of these 2 people is this role.
Yeah, but even if they did that, we wouldn't have to kill them.
Yeah, I don't exactly.
No, we wouldn't have to for sure.
Okay, I'll tell you. I'm the librarian, and there are 2 drunks in this game potentially. David is one, and JoJo is the other.
Liar. That's all I got.
So
Liar.
you were given that information. Scott just told you there were
Scott,
2 drunks in these.
there's one drunk. It's either JoJo or David.
Right. Okay.
It is possible that one's drunk and the other one's poisoned, if their information might be false.
Or it's possible Ross is poisoned and none of them are drunk.
That's completely possible. Or he's drunk. He could be drunk.
Yeah, so it's one of the 3 of us.
I mean,
yep.
Librarian just drinking, that makes sense. I could see that.
Yeah, because I find out 2 players and an outsider role.
What were the 2 players you saw?
Me and David.
I'm not drunk. Whoa, that'd be a first. I think Ross is poisoned.
This is a night of firsts. No one's screaming, and Chris isn't poisoned. So,
so you were told that either David or JoJo is a drunk.
Correct.
That's helpful for them to know that they might be drunk.
That is very good information.
And the way you started the conversation, it sounded like you said there were 2 outsiders potentially, but that's not.
No, that's one. There's just 2 people that could be that role.
Of 2 people.
Yeah. The way you said it didn't sound very
you could
right
be one of
either.
the drunk.
And if that information is incorrect, that would make you the drunk, which would make you the outsider.
Yes,
Correct.
or one of the minions is the poisoner and poisoned me because I'm host. I initiated the game and they want to punish me.
Yeah, I would actually say that's
Spy.
likely for the poisoner, since
Well, no,
he
the
would be a
spy wouldn't
target
matter.
for all of us.
Yeah.
So it's not we don't all know each other.
But I feel like librarian is a role that is not all that important. So if there is a spy in play, they wouldn't target the librarian. Who cares about the outsider?
I almost wonder if we should take Ross out just to see if the Undertaker.
That's why I didn't want to say anything.
Well, I'm not saying we need to, but if we do kill you, and one of
it
them
won't
is
matter.
the Undertaker, we could see if their information is going to be correct or not.
How would that show you if it's correct?
It would only show if there was an
say-
Undertaker, and we don't know if there is or not.
And they weren't drunk or poisoned.
Right.
So the poisoner has already done something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The poisoner just acts at night. So they already
They act the first
They act night
too.
1.
Yeah, when Scott told them the role, he asked who he wanted to
right
poison.
away.
Yep.
Yep.
So I'll declare I'm not the poisoner because otherwise I would have known that. As you know already.
You're very, very good actor
there.
Yeah. Innocence.
Anyone want to nominate today? If not, I'll start a countdown. Start a countdown in 10. We'll go to bed in 10, 9.
Yeah, I don't want to kill.
We only know one role, and everything else is just statistically offing a bad guy or a good
I
guy.
wish it was this easy to get kids to go to bed.
Kill Ross.
I've seen.
Are you nominating Ross?
No.
So everyone's going to bed tonight, and I will visit some of you I won't. After I visit you, just stay in your room. I will give you a call back. And if you don't get visited, just stay in your room until you get that message to come back.
Bathroom breaks can be happen now.
Good night.
Not now. You got to hit join your room first.
Yep.
Oh, I am sorry. I appear to be in your room, or maybe you're in
it's
my
all
room.
good.
You're in my room.
Am I?
Yes. All right. So I'm evil. Had the briefest of brief conversations with JoJo, but at least I got my roles. And I learned 2 roles. And a third that we should kill. So I should talk to Matthew at some point and communicate that to him. We should kill David because he has a middle role. The middle roles are the more powerful roles. And for clarity's sake, everything that I'm saying in town, at least so far, is true. I enjoy playing on a fair playground. I don't want to give people bad information about how to play a game and then beat them. That's not interesting. So
take 20 minutes. And disappearing from their station last night, assuming he's died in this game, he has died, is Vince.
Okay.
We hardly knew ye.
Oh,
So I'm going to open up the breakout rooms for new people. Hit later if you have that option instead of going to your room, and then that will.
Hey, Vince, you need to retake your seat in the grimoire.
Yeah. So, John, I wouldn't mind talking again.
Okay.
I want to talk to him too.
Who, your dad or me?
Yeah.
Joe, I'll talk to you after if you're around.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Jojo, can we talk? It'll be real quick.
My room's the top one, just so you know.
Okay.
I'll
be in your room.
Chris, would you be interested in talking to Yahoo and me?
Sure. Is Yahoo inviting me?
David.
That's fine. If John wants you to come, I guess.
Is it okay if I talk to you, David?
Okay.
Yeah.
Aha.
I'll go to yours.
Steve, are you okay with
that's
Chris
fine.
joining us? All right. Where are we
Do you
going?
want to talk
My
since
room,
we haven't
top
talked
one.
yet?
All right.
Take that, evildoer.
He doesn't necessarily know what he's doing, so who knows if he'll join us. Oh, here we go.
Oh, he knows what he's doing. He invited me.
So, John.
So, yeah.
What I wanted to say was, I know that you like rules clarity and all that, and you're probably not going to get as much of that. So, like, I am more than willing to help you if you want. So, like, you know what kind of explanations I can give. So, like, feel free to ask anything.
I appreciate that. Now tell me if I'm wrong. If we believe Ross that indeed he's the librarian,
yes,
and that one of the two people he named is drunk,
yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That means that most likely that is the only outsider in the game, and it's one of those two people. Yeah.
Well, unless somebody else claims
Unless
outsiders.
there's
So
a Baron.
here's the thing about outsiders is they're not particularly useful roles, and
Totally.
just like in Werewolf, some people, for instance, would say the Sasquatch should come out and be killed. That's their duty. Some people like to play their role. So like the Recluse, literally the only thing they can do is say, I'm the Recluse, kill me. Some people might not want to do that.
So what I'm saying is, though, short of there being a Baron, meaning there's three outsiders, and short of him
being
lying
drunk or
completely,
poisoned. Yeah.
Okay. So, or his information is incorrect.
Yes.
I chose two different people, and so I think that either Matthew or J-Mac is the imp.
Ooh.
I don't think either of them can be the recluse if indeed there's a drunk already in the game.
Well, what makes you think that that Ross is the drunk, or that the other? Oh, because he sees a drunk. But see, he could have been poisoned as the librarian. That's the thing.
Sure.
Okay, so you're claiming investigator, like I thought.
Not necessarily.
Okay. Well, what did you say that you thought that meant?
What I thought what meant?
You just said that somebody was the imp.
Ross or J-Mac or Matthew is what he
J-Mac or Matthew is the imp. Unless I'm drunk and my role is not working.
Okay.
Or
you're poisoned.
They chose me, or the poisoner chose me. But what my point is there a poisoner is a minion? Okay, not an outsider. So that's possible.
Hey Yahoo, are you bad?
No.
There's only.
Don't tell him anything else. Run away. Run away, John. Run away.
What two minions do we think are in play?
I honestly don't know.
Poisoner and spy, perhaps.
I met with J-Mac after you, Steve, after I talked to you, but before I talked with Chris, I wasn't terribly comfortable with the way he was looking for information.
With who, J-Mac?
I've not played with him. I've never played with him before, so I don't know.
Who's that, J-Mac?
Yeah.
Or Chris? Chris is the one you're uncomfortable, because that would make sense.
No, it would not.
That's natural. But J-Mac was asking in a odd ways.
Okay. I didn't notice that, so that I don't know.
You talked to him though?
I didn't know. I didn't talk privately to him. I only talked privately to you and two other people.
Why don't you go talk to him and see what you're thinking? If you feel the same way, I don't know.
I could do that.
I'm thinking.
J-Mac?
Well, do you guys have any information? Because I'm thinking J-Mac or Matthew's the imp.
I have none on either one of them.
So I'm not going to reveal a lot, but the information I have doesn't help at all right now.
So I'm definitely giving more information out than I'm ever getting.
At this moment, yeah.
So just so you understand, Chris doesn't share information.
When?
Chris doesn't share information, and I am being more reserved than you, because I don't know if you're good or not.
Okay.
Well, I don't doubt that you're good.
You can read me of all people.
Well, we're like 5 minutes into the game, sir, and also you don't understand the game.
Oh.
Well, I mean, okay. What I meant to say was, as soon as you read like the synopsis of the game, you didn't even need to play it because you already understood how it could be played in a million iterations.
I was there. I saw every permutation all at once.
Whoa. This is a dangerous room to be in.
Yeah. He's got some t-shirts that are like, I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. We're talking, you know.
Those are nice t-shirts.
All right. Are we good, guys?
Yeah. I will suss him out.
All right.
See ya. All right.
I'm a recluse.
Ah. Well, okay. All right. All right.
So that makes the other information provided interesting.
That is interesting. Thank you, sir. Mr. John.
Yes.
Let's have a chat.
Okay.
Let's go to my place.
2.5 minute warning.
All right.
2.5 minutes.
Half minute
J-Mac, would you like to talk?
2.5.
Yeah, definitely. I'll come to your room.
Interesting.
Okay. Do you have any information to go off of yet?
Nothing valuable yet.
Okay. I don't either. Have you talked to John?
I did. I've talked to him a couple of times. He's one of my friends, so I feel a duty to help him,
Sure.
like, understand the game.
Okay. Did he talk to you any about the information that he thinks he might have? He talked to me a little bit, but was a little bit vague. So I thought he might be a little bit more open with you.
Yes, and probably he would want me to be vague with you also.
Okay. Understood.
Because if he hadn't shared the information with you, probably he didn't want me to then immediately share it with you.
Sure. Understood. But based off the information, do you think he's good? Because I'm leaning towards him being good.
Yeah, he thinks I'm good. I don't have any real reason to read him as being bad or good. I would be inclined to believe him at this point.
Okay. So far, I'm actually leaning towards I think Ross is bad.
Okay.
Just a gut instinct, though. Just because I don't know that in a beginner's game like this, that the librarian would be given information on there being a drunk. That seems an odd way to do a teaching version of Trouble Brewing.
Well, it also depends on like what his idea of a teaching game is too. Like, I don't know. I think that highly depends on what Ross told him he wanted. If I was to do a teaching game, I would want it to be the full game like that. So it's just,
Right.
I would say probably more depends on Ross. Oh, and obviously Scott, what this is.
Sure. Okay. Is there anything you can tell me about your role?
Well, what I can tell you is that I do get information, and currently I don't have anything that I can do with that.
Okay, so you've gotten information, but nothing that's useful yet.
I mean, it's useful, but it's not useful enough to bring it up at this point.
Okay.
I'm keeping track of it.
Yeah. Okay, I will touch base with you tomorrow then.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, bye.
I imagine then?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Sean. You want to talk? It's J-Mac. I just haven't talked to you yet.
You won't be able to because I'm closing the rooms right now.
Sorry.
Well,
next round.
Boo.
Ah, That was a very quick update. I accidentally
Did you do
ran
that?
it.
I was wondering where you went to. All of a sudden you disappeared.
I downloaded and didn't think that it would start installing right away.
Yeah, it
Hey,
takes
Yahoo, you need to take your seat again.
like 1 minute to install this thing.
Who needs to take seat? You said?
A Yahoo and Vince both need to take seat.
Okay.
Vince, you need to take your seat in the web browser again.
Oh, again?
That's just an educated guess, by the way, guys. How educated, we don't know.
Don't believe his lies.
So before I open up the rooms, I just want to let you all know. Ross, did you go over what they're allowed to do once they're dead?
Yes, that they lose their power. They can't nominate. They can only vote once.
Awesome.
Yep.
And then Vince, if you can write on your Zoom name, if you can change it and just put like dead next to it, it helps.
Dead Vince.
Yep. Dead Vince.
Not sure I know how to do that, but nice.
I don't
see if
either.
can.
So on your, in the top right corner of your picture, there's got the ellipses there, the 3 dots. It should give you the ability to rename.
Um,
Womp womp.
If not, it's not a huge deal. But,
Yeah.
okay. I'll try to figure it out.
And nominations are open.
So a question, has anybody found any other outsiders? Because I'm just trying to figure out if there's a Baron or not, because if we believe that there is a possible drunk, is there possibly anything else?
Okay, so situation is thus. Most of you are aware of it at this point. I am the recluse, so I am an outsider. So I'm going to show up as evil on occasion, but I'm really one of the good guys.
Okay.
That makes the information that Ross provided last round, where there is one of 2 people is a drunk, that puts at least 2 outsiders on the table.
Or he was poisoned.
Or
he was poisoned, or
he's lying.
or he's an imp just being Ross.
It's randomized.
You're being an imp because that's a good excuse to be a recluse if you're evil, right?
Yep.
Also puts a big target, so I don't know why I would do that if I was one of the bad guys. So I'm here.
Ross.
I just, if there has to be a Baron if the information from Ross was accurate.
Right. So then that means there's one more outsider, and that means that it's either the butler or the saint.
Which either one could come out and be not in trouble. So, because it's not like we want to kill the saint during the day, so we won't.
No, that would be bad.
Anyone have suspicions of who is evil?
Yes.
You have an actual suspicion or a meta suspicion, Chris?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I looked at my phone for 5 seconds. That was a cardinal sin. I shouldn't have done that. Did anybody die?
Yes.
Nobody's dead yet.
We
Who
voted,
died?
and 7 people
Everybody's
killed you.
dead.
The game is over.
I nominate John for looking at his phone.
Yes. Who did the imp kill last night?
No, that we were
It's
the imp
still-
killed Vince.
Dead
Vince
Vince.
is dead. I thought Vince was dead the first
Yeah,
night.
Yeah,
we're in the
was.
nomination
We
phase.
haven't
That's
now.
as far as we are.
This
Nobody's
is still
died tonight yet.
This is still day phase. That whole discussion was day.
We're about to do nominations.
When we talk to each other, it's day. When Scott talks to us, it's night.
So quick question, are we using the standard trouble brewing script or the modified trouble brewing script?
Whatever it's showing here, I don't know what the difference is of the 2.
Okay.
What?
I have a feeling Ross was poisoned.
Oh, right off the bat.
Oh, it would seem.
I mean,
you
were the
somebody
host,
had to
like
pick
you
somebody,
said.
Ross.
Somebody had to.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, I like
Ross.
I like
Chris, do you buy into the possibility of a Baron?
I'm not sold on it.
Do you think
Nope.
that Sean's telling the truth?
My money.
I guess I'm not fully sold on that either, because that's a
My
good
money is on the poisoning.
fib.
I think he
Actually,
was
that's
poisoned.
bad fib.
Poisoning of
believing
who?
Ross.
Ross or
Ross.
Sean? Of
I
Ross?
think Ross was poisoned.
And if that's the case, then the bad guys wouldn't poison themselves. So that still makes me a good person or a good character. I don't know about person, but a good character. And that,
But I'd have to believe you're a librarian, and
well, I know librarians anyway. Okay, so any other information to give out? Any of the top 4 want to give us more information? Take a risk.
Any of the top 4 corroborate any of the above information?
Right. Like the chef would be very helpful at this point, if there is one. Right, you start knowing how many pairs of evil players there are. That would direct us into clumps. So if someone's suspicious, we could look at the person on the other side.
I'm gonna guess that there's probably 1 pair.
Guessing it, okay.
Yeah, that's
An educated guess, because there's 3 people. You probably put 2 together, 1 away. Yeah, that's usually how it works.
Well, there's also
With the
If we
randomizers.
believe Sean's claim of a recluse too, he would also potentially.
He could be the third. Right.
He would read as a 4th evil person.
oh yeah.
He's gonna learn real quick that recluse is not a good demon bluff roll.
Yeah.
If he is a demon.
But point of order, Scott, do bluff rolls include outsiders?
Bluff rolls are.
Oh yeah,
Any of the rolls, yeah.
rolls
Oh,
and
okay.
the outsider rolls, yes.
Okay.
See, and to be fair, I talked to Sean first day, and he told me he was recluse, and I warned him that telling people that he was recluse would put a massive target on his back. And take
But
what you
as I told Ross, that puts me a good person, and if necessary, fodder for the village.
So
I'd rather I went down than one of the more important roles.
I see. I can see that.
And it
I mean,
could
you're going to go
confirm-
down at some point soon. But
It's
just,
gonna
I mean,
happen.
that's the question. Yeah, exactly.
It could.
Let's
confirm
not save
another
them for the
figure.
last like 6 or 7 people, though.
You know.
Give them a couple days.
So I was,
At most.
yeah.
At most.
So Jojo, I was reluctant to say that you and David were potentially drunk, because I didn't want to out you, right? But at the same time, I'm hoping that you'd be able to confirm, test out your powers if you had any, to see if they work or not.
don't know that I should do that right now.
Okay.
Everyone's being very cautious. No nominations, no lynch mob ready to go after somebody.
Well, it feels like the problem is I feel like at this point, I don't really want to nominate Ross or Sean.
Yeah.
They're probably they could easily both be telling the truth.
Yeah.
And then, but they both aren't the worst people to kill. But then I don't really want to kill you then because we lose
That's
votes.
Let's kill J-Mac then.
Yeah. Poor J-Mac. If you make it past day 2, it's a Christmas miracle.
I know, right?
If you're drunk, how long does that last?
The whole game.
The whole game.
That's the roll.
The poison could be the whole game if the poisoner stays alive and keeps poisoning you.
So Vince, you're dead. So it would not be an awful thing for you to give information if you have any, if you were given any.
It's so weird.
You got nothing?
Nothing.
Got nothing.
Very little.
Can you flat out tell us who
Can
you
you at
were?
least tell us what your role was?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll reveal that yet.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think he has to right now.
No.
Ross, I gotta ask, do you believe Sean?
I've known Sean for almost 20 years at this point.
Oh no, you don't believe him.
So absolutely not.
He's hyper intelligent and really good at lying. So I don't know.
That's what you got out of 20 years.
Yeah.
Nomination.
And we're still together.
Just to be
10.
We killed J-Mac.
Again?
Just to be clear, if Vince were a minion or imp, we also would not know, right?
Right. He
would
wouldn't
not.
tell us that.
So we're only told once one side wins.
Yep.
I'm going to nominate Chris, knowing full well we're not going to kill him, and that's going to give us more time.
Okay, Ross is nominated Chris.
Jerk.
You just gave your
Right. and we can practice our voting skills. See?
There you go. Just practice correctly.
Yeah.
and Chris. You want to give a defense, Chris?
I am a wonderful townsfolk, and there's no reason to kill me because I may or may not be the Undertaker. I could be not. But
If
I
you
might
push
be.
at the last second, whatever is on my screen is going to be the one that counts. Sometimes it doesn't register.
Yep, so be careful with that.
Vote. The first vote goes to Matthew. 5 is a majority to put Chris on, or sorry, the first vote goes to, David. 5 will put Chris on the chopping block.
Now see, evil is in this
3,
corner of the map. You can kind of see where they are.
1.
So Vince, you're not seated again. So what do I advise?
Don't kill him.
That when you
Don't
do
kill him.
vote, just give a thumbs up.
Don't do it,
Don't
Jojo.
kill him. Right.
Yeah.
All right. A lot of bluffers, right?
Oh, Ross!
Oh!
See,
Ross snuck one in.
I'm doing the Chris move.
2 votes is not enough.
Yeah.
Chris is
We-
safe.
We need to kill Ross.
Chris, you wanted to kill yourself?
I'm getting in the minds of the well, if I am the Undertaker, I can see if I'm really the Undertaker if I kill myself.
That is true. But that would be a little useless.
Yeah, that's true.
I like
From
to
the
just,
grave, I was right.
Matthew, can you tell us a little about yourself?
I mean, in game or out of game?
Oh,
Either, but in game.
He's a Scorpio. He enjoys long walks on the beach.
I'm a Capricorn. There's no beaches near me. No, I'm not one of the top 4 village roles. I've told some people roughly kind of ideas for what I am, but I don't have information right now. I may get information depending on how the game plays out.
All right.
But I'm not an outsider. I'm a townsfolk.
And has anybody you've spoken to have any reason to share with us what you think he might be?
No.
I mean,
You know what? I'm really going to nominate J-Mac just to hear him speak, because I've had a couple people tell me they are a little curious about J-Mac, so I thought I'd let him speak a little bit, and maybe something will come out of it.
Okay, Chris is nominating J-Mac. You just gave your reason. J-Mac, your defense.
sure. So I've been keeping mine quiet for a couple of reasons. One is because I am an outsider, and I was wanting to see if I could find one or more outsiders. So when Ross said that he thought either Jojo or David was drunk, I didn't think that could be true. But now that Sean has come out as possibly the recluse, that makes more sense because there could only be 1 or 3. There can't just be 2. It would not be a good idea to kill me. I'm not drunk. That's all I've got.
Interesting. Now, see, that is a good imp defense.
Yeah, that's a perfect place to hide.
Vote starting with Ross.
But we probably don't want to kill him just yet.
In 3, 2, 1, starting the vote.
I would vote for you, but it's too early.
Yeah.
I'm the third one. I don't want to start a trend.
But so I'm putting that in the grimoire, but let it be noted that I'm putting 3 question marks next to that.
1 vote.
All right.
Not
Good,
enough.
John. What would you think he's lying or just?
I sort of agree with him.
Yeah.
I just
John, why did you vote against him?
I spoke to J-Mac the first day. I don't know J-Mac from Adam. I don't know that we've even played Werewolf together, but the way he was looking for information didn't feel quite genuine. I could be completely wrong. But I think I was reading a little more evil than genuinely trying to figure out goodness.
Joe, what do you think?
Any other nominations? Oops, sorry.
Jojo, you were saying something?
Yeah, I feel like if I were an outsider, I would at least say that while we were arguing about Sean and Ross and a poisoner or someone lying or something. But I might be wrong. I'm new, so I don't know, but that would be what I would think.
Something we didn't say is that you can only nominate once per day, and you can only be nominated once per day. So we couldn't vote for JMac again if we wanted to today.
Right.
Okay.
That I'm just voicing my opinions.
Nope. Nope, totally good.
So you can have as many nominations as players.
Yeah.
Per round. Yeah.
But here's the thing. If we think JMac is lying and we don't think Ross is lying, then odds are Sean's also lying.
Yeah, well, I would also argue pretty emphatically that an outed recluse shouldn't really be around. So for that reason, I will nominate Sean. Not because I dislike you. You'll still be in the game. Well, it's my time to make the accusation. So the thing is that the problem is that people that are given information about bad people are going to get bad information because of you. So not having you means that more of our information will be useful.
Yes, I agree. And
it's
when
no
Chris
offense
is
to
the
you.
Undertaker, he can confirm.
I may not be the Undertaker. I don't want to come out and say I'm the Undertaker. That might be wrong.
And
you'll know something.
Sean, do you want to say anything else?
No.
Okay.
But keeping him around gives one more target for the imp and keeps the game alive longer, yeah?
Vince, you're going to just have to use thumbs. It keeps on dropping your seat. So
if he is indeed good. If he's bad, then it's good to get rid of him. So it's hard to, I don't know.
So Vince, I think it'd just be easier for you to just thumbs up on video and we'll just count it that way.
Okay.
Keeping in mind that you only get one vote now that you're dead for the rest
Oh,
of the
yeah.
game.
Oh, you want to save it anyway.
I would save your vote for a long time.
Thank you.
So to vote
yes is dead.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, we're going to start the vote. Starts with John in 3, 2, 1. Starting the vote. 5 is still a majority.
I think Chris just wants to be the Undertaker so he can have his cool entrance music.
Okay, I'm going to hold my vote in case we learn something else. We've got the 5 that's for the majority. If we find out something else, we can get the 6.
I'm going 6.
Oh, Chris.
We can still go 7. We can still go 7.
Oh, the chances of getting 6 was better than 7.
6 votes puts.
Simmer down. Simmer down.
We could always tie with 6 and have no kills.
Ross, you haven't been nominated yet. Just watch yourself.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry.
Any other nominations?
Sorry, sir.
Any other nominations? Pretty silent, so I'll start a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7.
I believe J-Mac and Ross's statement. So I think there is a drunk and a baron and a saint, I think.
I think strategically this was the right play.
Sean has been killed. Sean, how would you like to die?
Messily, like the kind of thing you need a hose.
So Sean, the town, his polar station, I guess, got very. They didn't think he should be around anymore. They were very weary of him, and they set their pet polar bear on top of him and just got decimated. And we are going to go to sleep. Actually, I have to assign everyone to their rooms because there's some non-updates here.
Excellent. So, Sean, you're going to rename yourself with dead in front of it? That's so good.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, opening the rooms now.
Well, it feels like a pretty rough game. Well, because John got investigator information. He got the information wrong though. The information says that one of two people is a particular minion, and what he said is that our demon or an outsider, or yeah. So he was given wrong information. One of two players is a particular outsider, and he pointed at an outsider, but he was also gave our demon. He said imp, and that's not how that works. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get John killed. Oh, that's not fun.
Sacrifice himself, and you are the new imp.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Don't get to kill tonight.
Okay. So, that's a thing that can happen. The imp can kill himself, which was the right play. Now I think I can leave John thinking that Matthew was the imp. That works. I don't need to get him killed. However, I am going to keep that in my pocket. I think it'd be better, more valuable for John to think I'm good. Okay, so obviously I have to survive to the end at this point, because I could kill myself to pass to JoJo. I just have to wait to see how it plays out. But the point is that I am claiming the empath. So it's harder for me. I would rather give it to JoJo. I would also like to know what she is. It'd be nice if she was the poisoner. Oh, maybe she's the spy. I don't know. Okay, I need to find out what she is. I need to mark decoys.
One more person.
Come to the light, brother. Come to the light.
And in the night, Matthew's body has disappeared.
Ooh.
And rooms are open.
All right.
Okay.
So
John, you want to talk?
I'm holding a seance and I'm asking Matthew's ghost to tell me who he was.
Actually, yeah, Max, are you okay to meet in your room?
Sure.
And
Chris?
Matt and Max in Max's room.
So we're going to Max's room?
Yep.
Okay.
Chris, would you like to talk? Chris, are you alive?
Are you talking to me?
No, I was talking to Chris.
Chris
Okay, you did say Chris. That's what I thought you said.
I can see that you're dead. It's in your title. Would you like to talk anyway?
Sure.
Since everybody left?
Sure.
Would you mind if I joined as well? This is David.
I typically like to chat one-on-one, but I don't mind if you I don't mind if you hop in, since you're probably friends with each other, and I'll just be the third one.
No, I don't know either one of you. Really.
Oh, okay.
David's.
I'll leave you to it. It's fine.
Dead Vince. There he is. So, I don't know you, and I don't know anything about you in this game. So I figured might as well fill in some of the puzzle. Obviously, you're probably good, because you were the first kill. It would be an odd choice for the demon to kill himself before the game even started.
Do you have any information?
So I have one piece of information. Well, so that's the thing, is I don't know how much I want to share, but I do have one thing that is confusing me about what happened last night. I don't know what was said publicly, but I heard it privately. But I don't think I'm gonna work on that yet. But it's in my back pocket.
Okay.
I am a village role. I don't like to straight up out myself, But I don't mind sharing some information. So I don't know how much you played this game before. A lot of people will sort of give, like I'll say that I'm in the top third of the rolls.
Right. So you're in the top third.
And typically when that happens,
that's an important role.
No, not necessarily. Typically when people share, there is reciprocation. Would you care to share anything?
I would share that I trust Max and I trust Chris to be townsfolk.
Chris and Max?
Yeah.
Reasoning?
I've got some info. I mean, talking to them, you know, I know they could be lying, but talking to them, and I do have a little bit of information.
Okay, I don't know anything about Max, but I will say I feel good about Chris.
So do I. I feel good about Chris.
Do you care to share anything about your role? You're dead now, so it's not like...
Yeah.
But it helps to put the pieces together.
Well, I'll say it. Well, okay, I'll tell you. I was the Ravenkeeper.
Oh, that's super unfortunate. Well, no, it's not. You died at night.
Yeah.
So you got to use your ability.
I got to use my ability.
So that might be why you trust one of the people you just mentioned.
Correct.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep, that is useful information.
It's very interesting.
Hey Yahoo, do you want to chat?
Sure.
Um.
My place.
Okay.
Top of the list. Yo.
Hi. So, what is your role?
Yeah, that was a thing that we didn't share. I am the Baron, which makes it so that there are 2 additional outsiders.
Okay, that's good to know.
And what are you?
I'm the poisoner.
That's a very useful role.
Yeah, it seems like it.
So there's a lot of things going on. I'm sure you noticed that Matt died last night. When somebody dies, somebody else has made the demon. So I'm the demon now. Just so you know. But that's great because the Baron doesn't do anything, so we didn't lose anything. So your dad misclaimed a role. He said that he was the investigator and he saw Matthew and J-Mac as the imp, which is not how that role works. I'm not going to share that information, but at some point I plan on sharing that information to get him killed.
I thought it was he gets Matthew and J-Mac, one of them is the imp.
No.
That's what he said to me.
Yeah, but he's wrong. The way the role works is start knowing one of 2 players as a particular minion. The minions would be Baron, Poisoner, Spy, or Scarlet Woman. So I don't know why that happened, but he said it wrong. The information that he said is wrong. And I don't know why he was told that. I don't think it's because he's poisoned. I think he misunderstood something, and I hate to take advantage of him. However, that's the role. That's the point of this game. So I'm just letting you know that I plan on getting rid of him that way. I was also told by David that he's a middle third role, which, well, actually, I don't need to tell you this anymore because now I'm the one that kills. So I'm going to kill him because middle third roles are the important roles. Like, they're the ones
David says he thinks he's the Undertaker.
Who says that?
David said he thinks he's the Undertaker, but, you know, we're all confused.
Okay, so I knew that was an important role. The Undertaker is definitely an important role. If he's the drunk, though, it's not as useful. The thing is yes.
He said that Sean was the imp, though. So
how did he know that Sean was the imp? Oh, so
that Sean was the imp.
Okay, so because the recluse
is drunk.
The recluse.
Right.
Yeah, the recluse registers things wrong, which is so that's good. So I'm going to kill David, which is what I was planning on doing.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know how much we should talk, so probably we should head out.
Okay. Bye.
Yep.
there can only be one outsider.
I'm closing all the rooms up.
Yeah.
And assuming I am being truthful, that makes J-Mac lying and Ross either poisoned or lying.
Yep.
So I think there has to be a Baron. That's 3 people that have to be lying.
Or you were lying about
or one
Recluse.
situation.
Do we still have time to talk? How much time do we have?
No, we're done.
You have time to talk as a group. Nominations are open.
Okay.
I hope I didn't mess this game up for people.
No, the beauty of it is when you mess it up, it just causes more chaos, which is more stuff to untangle. So it's perfect. It covers up all of my mistakes. So,
So you're saying that I noticed something odd. Well, I guess we can talk tomorrow.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah, that was
because
that was Levine-esque.
I heard what he said, and there was something that I'm unclear about, but I'll talk to him privately rather than having this discussion here.
Okay, trust you, and you'll explain it later.
You trust him? That's a mistake.
I don't know that I don't know that I trust you, but if I do in fact trust you, then maybe I'll share.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess the question would be, has anybody gleaned any information today that would be of any use that could be shared publicly?
You mean like if Sean wasn't necessarily the recluse that he claimed to be?
Sure, that would be good information to share.
If I'm not, how does that leaves Ross telling the truth, which means there's a drunk, and that would make J-Mac being untruthful.
Or I was poisoned and I misidentified the outsider.
So that would work.
Yeah.
If and only if you were poisoned.
Yeah.
Right.
So does anybody here want to fess up to poisoning him?
The question is, Sean, before you're called out by the possible Undertaker in the room, would you like to come out with your real role?
No, I'm pretty sure I'm good with that. So any Undertakers can feel free to step up.
Which would not be a bad move, because
if anybody is an Undertaker and you can confirm my story, we have therefore also found 2 other people that are trustworthy.
Okay, I want to check the night order. The imp would go before the Undertaker, so the Undertaker would not be able to tell us what happened if they out themselves and get killed by the imp tonight. They won't be able to tell us who we executed.
So if anybody else wants to is possibly the imp, they may not want to say, or the Undertaker, they may not want to say anything. However, I may or still may not be the Undertaker. And I may or may not have information on Sean.
So, Chris, are you saying
Whoever
anything?
said he gives out no information was right. I'm seeing that now.
That may or may not be accurate.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I know I keep on hammering on it. I don't know if it's good or not, but the 2 people that I outed still haven't gotten any information. Haven't tried your powers if you have any.
Nothing.
No. We've talked about this.
We have talked to you. David
and I have talked about this as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what information to trust, so I'm going to keep it to myself for now.
I think I trust David as good. Whether or not he's drunk, I don't know.
Okay.
Just remember that there's probably a pair of evil doers sitting next to each other in this game.
Yeah, we don't have a chef. Chef would tell us pairs, or if there are any pairs, and that's the only information that would the only power information they'd get. So if they die, they still get to talk and all that stuff, but we know that there aren't pairs, or there are pairs.
I think there's at least one pair in this game, Ross.
Ross, would you be comfortable being a
From what I've heard.
5-vote sacrificial lamb for this daytime round?
Yeah, I'd be okay with it if the village is okay with it and they trust you.
So what's that going to accomplish for us?
Does anybody have any information?
See, what would see?
You seem to have information, but you're just, I don't know if I can.
I only have secondhand information from people, and so I've been trying to go back through and verify information that looks like some of the information I thought I had was incorrect. So I'm kind of not going to talk until I can verify something, because I would hate to share wrong information, because then it looks even worse.
I've given my information. I've told everybody.
Yeah, see,
I've heard that there's a pair in this game. Take it as you will. But I have heard that information, and I believe it.
I just think my story is far more believable than there being a poisoner and a baron and J-Max lying and Ross was fed bad information. My story is far easier to believe than that cluster of unlikelihoods.
Yep.
So I think we should talk about a Yahoo, who's been very quiet, and he's a pro player. And I think if he were a good guy, he'd be giving all sorts of suggestions and so on.
Well, I did earlier.
Very suspiciously, evilly quiet.
I was
He
giving.
was giving giving.
Yeah, I was basically saying this is how the game is played.
He was shut
and
down.
Ross said, well, actually, we should let people play the game. So I kind of dialed it back. And I did tell John, like, I'm here for you if you need anything. Because I there's a lot of things that are sort of like pre-built things that should happen. And, it's sometimes fun to discover those for yourself. So that's why I kind of dialed it back some.
No, but that's information outside of this game
Okay,
session.
so the
about
information
the
that I
game.
have has not been useful yet, so I haven't chose to share it. There's not any reason for me to share it until it's useful.
That seems like that's where everyone's at, pretty much.
I'd just like to point out that if there is a pair in this game, a Yahoo and J-Mac are sitting right next to each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
Holding hands, you think?
I think so.
And Yahoo is sitting next to JoJo.
I don't know what they're doing there.
Yeah. So, okay. So, to David's point, if there's a washerwoman that can confirm that I'm also the librarian, and if I'm executed tonight and the Undertaker, basically between the washerwoman and the Undertaker both confirming my role, because right now, if I get killed off, I've already told everybody I'm the librarian. The Undertaker could just say flat out, yeah, he's the librarian, or just lie about it, right?
I need a
I
nomination.
haven't heard anybody lean towards saying anything about being a washerwoman.
Right, me neither. See,
I haven't heard anything about a washerwoman yet.
I'm questioning the Undertaker.
Which Undertaker?
That's my point. There's in my mind, there's two soft claims on Undertaker, and I haven't seen it happen yet.
David, are you the Undertaker?
I can neither confirm nor deny that I am the Undertaker. To take a page out of Chris's book.
Right.
That's a good book.
When you're testifying in front of Congress, this is,
It's more of a pamphlet, probably. Really, let's be honest. Christopher.
One of those
Judge the size of my book.
Any nominations?
Is there a player that we absolutely 100% trust right now?
Me.
Vince, because he's dead, right?
Yeah,
Vince could have been an early execution.
Because
I trust Vince if he's dead.
Well, yes, but I guess what I'm saying, and
Matthew.
Has Vince told us what he is?
No.
Or is he still holding that? You're still holding that, huh?
Yeah.
I think Vince is the Baron.
Oh, I don't believe so.
But they killed him at night. That's the thing. But why would they kill their own?
Because he served his purpose. He made more outsiders.
Yeah, but why kill him first day one?
No.
That's, I mean, I guess
why not?
If they're new, they don't know what they're doing, but I would still think that they wouldn't do that.
Chris and I can confirm Vince is good. Right, Chris?
I'm fairly certain he is.
Okay.
I mean, I can't 100% do it, but I'll do it enough to say we should just lay off the poor guy. He's dead already.
I nominate that we killed Vince again. We salt his grave and set it on fire.
We're not playing with
Pick
that.
him up.
Wow.
There's no Zabul here, Ross.
Yeah.
I actually trust the majority of the people here. And there
Because
are
you're evil.
I have that same problem.
Yeah.
Me too.
there's a
Me
couple
too.
people who I am not confident about, and then Max, I haven't even talked to you at all.
Yeah, I haven't either.
So that's interesting.
Okay.
Even though I'm, near trust Vince, I have nothing for Max. Just so everybody.
Yeah, same.
Wow.
I mean, that's
So where
pretty
have
fair.
you been, Max?
Yeah, I need a nomination.
Ross and I talked to Max today.
To bed.
He didn't really. I mean, I kind of just came out. I was talking about my role, but I just asked him not to say anything because in case somebody else wanted to play my role. But I didn't get anything suspicious off Max, but I didn't really get anything not suspicious either.
Yeah, it was a generic answer, but again, he's new.
I'm one of the lower townsfolk.
Yeah.
So I have no info, no certain info that I know, but
Let's kill a Yahoo.
Yahoo?
What is
Yeah.
even?
Yahoo, yeah.
He's evil.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like 75% sure.
I'm pretty sure. Now we were suspecting J-Mac last turn. We don't suspect him anymore, or?
Well, no, but it's just hard to kill his claim at this point, just because
One of the people I'm not
if he
super confident
if he
about.
is what he claims to be, he lose.
Like I
He's
feel,
just sneaky,
maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like he kind of claims saint, and if
That's what I heard.
if he is the saint and we execute him, we lose this game.
Well, that's interesting.
Which is a great role for the imp to play all throughout the game.
Which is why I didn't want to say what my role was, because you look shady if you won't share your role. You look shady if you do say you're the same. So
yeah.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you.
Well, it guarantees you stick around a little while, so he was doing you a favor. But now you got to deal with the stress.
Oh, no stress. If you kill me now, we'll just play another game.
Oh yeah, if we hurry up.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to nominate John because I'm nominating John because I want to hear what he has to say, and I want to see how the room feels about him because I haven't spoken to him yet.
John, your defense.
So the first and third night, I feel rather confident as to what Scott gave me information-wise. But as I read my role and as somebody explained my role to me, I should not have heard what I heard or what
That's
I
correct.
remember hearing. Huh?
That's correct. What you told me, it was not correct.
Okay.
You talking to Yahoo? Because he's the evil.
I talked to him the first night.
Yeah.
Well, the first and second day. But so I was, well, I was thrown for a loop in that either Matthew or J-Mac is evil. I thought it might be Matthew, then he dies on me. And so now I am down to it was either a Yahoo or Matthew is evil. So if Matthew's dead, then a Yahoo's evil. So short of me being drunk or poisoned, but I can't imagine that all these stories, are we all out? Are we all outcasts or whatever?
Yeah, no.
Are we all outsiders?
We can't all be poisoned, right? So.
Oh, we could if he wanted to be that evil.
Okay, we're going to start the vote with Vince. And the first live vote is Max. 4 for majority. And 3, 2.
Who we're nominating? Sorry, we nominated Yahoo. Did I miss something?
No, we're nominating John.
Oh, John. Sorry. Okay, sorry.
My name was in the defense. That's probably why you're confused.
Don't tell me, please.
2,
I don't understand.
1. Starting the vote.
This is just to hear what he had to say, and it was giving us time because he was counting down. I don't have a strong suspicion on John.
Oh, J-Mac keeps his vote in there.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting. All by yourself.
One vote, and John is safe.
So J-Mac, you got to explain why you voted against him. Because you're evil?
No, because what he said doesn't make sense. So he's saying he gets information each night about 2 people, and that doesn't leave very many roles. and the way he was going about talking about it didn't make sense with the roles that it could be. So I almost feel like he was a little confused about the role. Meaning,
I am confused about what he was saying.
well, so I feel like he's trying to pretend to be a role that he doesn't understand, which could be true, or I could be completely misreading it. And
That's his first game too, right, John?
It is. And
It can be
it's
confusing.
possible that he could be getting poisoned if they know that he's a particular role that would be detrimental to the bad team. But I'm just leaning on that. And based off of hearing that two bad guys are next to each other, I really think that Sean was bad. So that means that it's either David or John. If
Sean would appear bad anyway.
But why would Sean want to die if he were bad? He wouldn't want to be dead. That's it's pretty bad.
No, he wouldn't want to be dead, but oh, you mean because he didn't fight against the execution?
Yeah, he didn't fight against execution. He said, "You guys."
No, and even when I told him I would put a target on him, he came up with it anyway.
He also told me he was a recluse. He was the first one I talked to, I think.
It also doesn't really. Your theory still holds, J-Mac, because if he is the recluse, he would ping as bad. For
He can ping as bad. Not every time.
So he could.
Scott, for the chef, would the recluse show up as part of an evil pair?
It can.
Okay. Well, then
your theory
throw
could
my
still be
argument
right.
out the window.
No, like it still holds water. It just doesn't necessarily mean he's bad. He could be bad or good, and it could still work.
Okay. Sure. I can't nominate again, but what are our thoughts on David?
My thought is we don't have enough information to go on to know if he's good or not.
He's
and since you claim that he
inscrutable.
could be, you said he could be drunk.
Yeah, that
and
was
so
what
that makes it hard to determine whether or not we can get information from him that's useful. So I've talked to him. I've asked him for information to see if I could go verify anything, but nothing to go off of really.
Yeah. Who's died by execution?
Just
Sean.
Just Sean.
Which is unfortunate for the Undertaker to verify.
Yeah.
Tell me about it, possibly.
We need another nomination.
Again, neither of the potential drunks have
I would like
tried
to
something and
nominate.
got sketchy info.
I'd like to nominate a Yahoo.
Max is nominating a Yahoo.
That's probably a good move.
Chris, you are not nice.
Max, your reason.
I'm very nice.
A Yahoo has never said anything about what role he might be. Positive role.
So
Good role in the village.
I have a valuable role, and I don't want to talk about it and get myself killed. So I am choosing to wait until I have valuable information. I can't, if I go and, so this is the problem in this game, is if I go and I tell 3 people and I trust those 3 people and then they all share with one other person, the next thing you know, everyone knows and I die. So.
And they tell 2 friends.
And they told their friends and they told their 2 friends and so on.
Sounds like a pyramid scheme.
And so on.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Next thing you know, a Yahoo sharing his
they're
role
not-
is something completely else.
But there are not too many roles that reveal something good during the game.
We're just going to start the nomination with
Yes,
James.
that's why I don't want to die.
4 votes for putting a Yahoo on the block. We're going to start in 3.
Well, Chris always says that's not helpful.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Fine, I'll give you one more day. One more day.
Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. I always like when day 4 comes and we suddenly trust each other.
I know, right?
By day 6, you turn on each other again.
Yeah, then it's time to go for the jugular.
Yep.
And 1 vote, it makes a Yahoo safe. Any other nominations? Starting the countdown right now. 10.
I will go ahead and nominate Ross.
J-Max.
I just have this weird read on Ross that I don't know that I trust his information. And if I'm wrong, he's the librarian and it's not that big of a deal.
Yep. And I won't fight it.
I agree.
We do need to have somebody die for some kind of information. So
I will not fight that.
Okay. So
why won't you fight it? You don't mind being dead because
I don't mind being dead. My information's out. I can still communicate. And in theory, the Undertaker can confirm my role.
I may or may not do that.
So,
who may or may
Chris,
not
if you are
provide
the
that
Undertaker,
info.
who's your
Yeah, but
pallbearer?
the more dead people, the closer the evils
That's
are to
the
winning.
important
We don't-
question.
And three. First vote is Matthew. And
Nobody at this
three,
table.
2, 1.
Johnny
Starting the
could be a
vote.
good pallbearer. Jason might be a good pallbearer.
Maybe. That'd be cool if they had a pallbearer role. We should really
Oh,
vote them
yes.
out, guys.
Are we voting on JMac?
Yeah,
No,
no, we're voting on Ross.
Voting on Ross.
The thing's
We
pointing
should,
at JMac.
we should. Oh,
Oh, it is pointing at JMac.
That's
That's
weird.
the because he
It says
nominated.
JMac nominated Ross.
Ross, you didn't vote for yourself. I thought you were all for it.
I was distracted by the conversation we just had.
Yeah, I probably would have voted, but I definitely don't want to vote for JMac.
It is weird that it's pointing at JMac. I thought
That
it
was
point.
the that was
Oh.
the
Yeah, don't pay attention to blue hand,
shows
guys.
who's nominated.
Oh,
You should know this by now, Chris.
I do.
Interesting.
Chris, you
But he
wanted
said
him.
something and he confused me.
Chris, you did that by mistake.
Did what?
Voted against Ross.
No, I wanted to vote on Ross. I just thought it was. The blue hand confused me. That's all I was talking about.
Why did you want Ross dead?
So the Undertaker, which may or may not be me, could check him, and we could see if we get any information.
Max,
It is viable to kill off some of the top 4 people, if he is indeed the top 4 people and not a lying.
Yeah, I need another nomination, or we're gonna go to bed in 10, 9.
Yahoo, why didn't you vote for Ross? Just in a one sentence.
I was confused, and I thought that we were voting on JMac because the blue hand was pointing at JMac.
Yeah, who's also evil.
I'm not buying that. Yeah.
I did.
I told you to kill Yahoo.
We are gonna go back to bed tonight, and I'll see some of you in a couple minutes.
Some of you won't make it out of the night alive.
Well, anyway, I would have killed Ross. The more the merrier when it comes to death, especially for Team Evil. And I'm super sus for not killing him, which is ridiculous. But whatever. I'm gonna kill David. And JoJo should poison John. However, I don't know that she knows that. The sooner she starts poisoning him, the better. Unfortunately, I think. Yo!
Hey, who are you gonna kill?
I would like to kill David.
Okay.
You asked me about being evil. I do think this is the first time I've chosen as a demon who I want to kill. So, yay for new experiences.
Nice.
So, I was thinking it would be valuable to poison David. However, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of rolls. I'll probably kill Chris next turn. Chris or Max. If Ross is the librarian, there's not much value in keeping him. And JoJo actually is the poisoner. Yeah. Cool.
But that was from before. You are
That was
about
from before?
Yep.
We're about to be down to 7.
So everyone's back, and David's body has disappeared in the night as he has died.
You want to say anything about yourself, David?
Yeah. So
I would.
all of the information that I've gotten has been very confusing, and I don't want to say anything else other than that.
You want to talk to me, David?
I kind of do want to talk to you, Chris.
I'll talk to you.
J-Mac, do you want to meet up in your room?
John, can I talk to you? And then
I'll go to your room,
be
David.
back at some point.
All right.
Sure. John, I would like to talk to you after you're done with her, please.
Okay, thank you.
Chris?
Joe, come to me.
Okay.
For the second day in a row, Chris has run away from me.
Yeah, well, that's going to tell you something.
Maybe he's evil.
John, you wanted to talk? Oh, John's gone. Okay.
Vince, if I ask you to talk, are you actually going to tell me something, or?
I know there's no point in me talking to a Yahoo because.
Hey, Max, I clicked too quick. Do you want to talk in your room?
Oh, sorry, J-Mac? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yep.
Vince, I'm going to come over to your room and try to convince you.
All right. I guess we can talk. Oh, Sam's still here. Hey, Sam.
Sam?
Ross is still here. I haven't talked to Yahoo yet, so I'm going to go talk to Yahoo. I'm going to come to your room, okay?
Good. Yo, what's up?
How's it going?
Oh, it's I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's going that well.
No, I think I screwed up.
How's that?
I should have killed John instead of myself.
Yeah, so if you talk to JoJo, obviously John is the fortune teller and he should be poisoned the rest of the game, which is going to give him 2 days of bad information.
Yeah, so did you get the imp then?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I was worried. I was like, fuck, if you gave it to JoJo, that fucked it.
Yeah, and so here's the thing is I thought that likely David was drunk. If he was drunk, I would have left him alive, but I didn't know, so I killed him.
Yeah.
Because he was the Undertaker, obviously. It would have been helpful to have a drunk Undertaker, but I don't know if he was drunk or not.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the thing. If I had talked to JoJo and clarified who she poisoned, if she poisoned Ross, then that would make it very unlikely that he was drunk. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure he is drunk.
I'm pretty sure David's drunk. Yeah.
Well, then that's unfortunate.
But as long as she's poisoning John.
Well, I didn't tell her to yet. That's the thing.
I'm assuming she must have picked up on that.
Well, I don't know that she did because it wasn't super obvious. I mean, it was probably to us, but I don't know that it would have been to her.
Oh, well, yeah, there's so many cleared villagers right now that it's problematic.
Who's cleared in your mind?
Well, I mean, everyone seems to trust Chris and J-Mac, and then Ross, Chris, J-Mac, and Ross seem cleared, and I'm kind of worried about that. Let's get through, and then, I knew I should have killed John. I was 50-50 between John and myself. But I figured if I killed myself,
he was confused. He thought, I thought he was claiming Investigator, and what he said was that he picked 2 players and was told that one of them was the imp, which doesn't make sense because I thought he was claiming Investigator, and he said that you were likely the imp. So I think it's a good thing that you killed yourself for that reason.
Good, then, yeah.
So I don't know if you got that information. I assumed you had.
But yeah, I figured that he was pointing the finger at me, which actually worked out, I guess.
However, it sounded like he checked me now after I became the demon, so now he's on me as well.
Yeah.
And then there's no way to fix it at this point.
Yeah. Oh well, maybe we have to turn people against him.
Yeah, well, that was my thought but the problem is, the reason that he was confused was because he was confused about the roles, and I don't think he's confused about the rules anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should probably not be talking till the end of the day.
Yeah.
Steve, want to talk?
Sure.
My room?
Sure. Oh. Hey, sorry, I accidentally left the call, and that's why my screen's off.
Okay, so we have little time. I am the fortune teller. I think you think I'm the investigator. I swear that he answered me on the first and third night with the number 1, as opposed to yes or no. So that's why I've been telling people that one person or 0 people are good or bad. But I'm now told that it was supposed to be yes. I clarified. He told me that he did say yes every night, so I must be making stuff up in my head. But that said, let me tell you what I know because I trust you to be good. Or I'm poisoned the whole game or drunk, right? So first night, Yahoo and Chris, both good. J-Mac and Matthew, I get 1 yes. Yahoo and Matthew, I get a yes. Matthew dies, so Matthew's not the imp. And then I ask for Yahoo and Max, I get a no. So I have you good, Chris good, J-Mac good, Max good. The only people left alive is JoJo and Ross.
Okay, I'm sorry, but you went so fast that I wasn't able to process it. But that's okay. So I was very confused, and I actually thought that you were bad because the information you gave didn't make sense. It was slightly different than what you just explained, but I do understand.
Or
Poisoner,
we have a Baron or JMac or I are lying.
not necessarily both.
Correct. Right. Or he said or.
Or John, sorry I didn't get to you.
I waited for you a little bit.
Scarlet Woman doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah, well, I signed out of the call, so there's that.
I had about 30. Once I got done with my first chat, I had about
That
30
explains your name.
seconds.
Okay, so the Scarlet Woman's just passive.
So one
So we
person.
don't really have to worry about that.
That
I mean, if the
Okay, we nominations are
oh man. So we have who's
Okay,
alive here?
David,
John
you
Knight,
said you had some
David
erroneous
Rose.
information. I will take erroneous information over no information at this point.
Well, can I speak for you, David?
I'm just going to say my information is useless.
Well,
Okay.
let me
It
tell you
really
about
is.
my information as
Okay.
the possible or possibly not Undertaker.
Please do.
The information I have on Sean is that he is possibly a demon. However, if he is the recluse, it could come up as anything.
On who? Sean?
Sean.
Yeah.
But if he was the
Which doesn't
demon,
help anything.
if he was, then he'd be dead. The
But
game
if
would be
he's
over.
Unless you have a Scarlet Woman.
Scarlet Woman. However, we need to keep in mind that if he's the recluse, he will possibly come up as demon.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
John, I haven't heard you say who you are. Or make
I don't
any
think John
claims.
should say what he is.
So unless I'm drunk, I've narrowed it down to two people. Max is innocent. Hey, Yahoo's innocent. Chris is innocent.
Trying to expose us like that.
But who
So
are
that
you?
leaves three people. You don't have to name it, I guess. Huh.
This is the day, right?
Yeah, this is day.
So as the Slayer, I can choose a player, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I choose Ross, not because I personally am suspicious of you, but because I've heard things.
Okay.
what weapon do you want to shoot him with?
Everything I've got.
Everything.
Nice.
Guns,
Shot.
arrows, and
So that's one of the best weapons.
even like toss a little pebble at you, which really hurt you a lot.
That was
Mordaka.
good.
In the
That
eye.
was good.
Knocked you
Mordaka.
backwards on the ground, but it did not kill you. Well,
This is Canada, people. He's only got snowballs being chucked at
I
him.
don't have that many weapons, I
I
guess.
thought I was a hockey puck.
Andrew's got a pretty wicked slap shot, I've heard.
Now, for those who haven't played before, it should be noted, just so you know, that they could be on the same team and that could have been a fake shot,
Right.
theoretically.
Or I'm a good person, or she's drunk and she's not the Slayer.
Exactly. There's many different scenarios.
But
Which
she's
is
poisoned at this exact time, which is less
Right. And
likely.
she's one of my true drunk candidates. The other one is dead.
So anyone can pretend to be the Slayer and say they're slaying?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Which makes me suspicious, but
No.
that's what I got.
And he will go through with it whether
I-
they are or not. So like
Jojo, I believe you because David is claiming mass confusion and Chris is kind of backing him up. So that would mean that he was the drunk and you were the Slayer.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
not backing up anybody. I'm
I-
just telling you my information as the possible or
Right.
possibly not Undertaker.
Hypothetically, Chris is hypothetically confirming David's information.
I am hypothetically the hypothetical Undertaker.
Who says the information was mine anyway?
Yeah, I didn't say it was his.
I really
So
won't
Ross
visit-
did not die, meaning Ross is not the demon, right?
Not
Or-
necessarily, but probably yes, unless I'm drunk or poisoned or lying.
And
I don't
the
think-
storyteller plays along with anybody who claims to be Slayer, yes?
Yes.
So like John, if you claimed it right now, you could go through the whole
And
street.
he would ask you what weapon you'd like to use.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dead
You'd
people
throw
can't
everything
go
you got.
through
So either J-Mac or JoJo or the demon.
That's not the information you gave me a little while ago at all. That's not even what you told me.
well, I told you JoJo or Ross is the demon, and by process of elimination, you took yourself out of the picture and therefore shot at Ross. So I am now left with the only other possible way of reading my information is JMac. So JMac or
If
JoJo.
your information's correct.
Right, I could be, unless I'm completely drunk or.
Okay, I mean,
Possible. I'm not saying I don't trust. I'm not saying I trust JMac, but I know it's not me, and I don't like my name coming up.
I guess I can be poisoned, and I never know it.
so John, would you mind going through the information that you have? Because I hear several people saying they're not sure, and so I know you have a decent amount of information to go through.
Let's do it. First night, Yahoo and Chris. I got a no. Then JMac and Matthew. I get a yes. Third night, Yahoo and Matthew. I get a yes. And that morning, Matthew is dead. So I'm doubting Matthew is the bad guy. However, the other way I can read it is that Matthew was the only person that was the common denominator in the last two yeses. And so perhaps he is my red herring.
Okay.
And then I check Yahoo and Max. I get a no. So I've basically cleared everybody except Ross and JoJo. However, it is possible that when I said JMac and Matthew, the yes was both of them because Matthew is my red herring and JMac is the demon.
Well, if you're claiming fortune teller, you can't get two yeses because only one of the two can be a demon.
But I also have a, well,
Yeah,
my point is there's a
His point is he got a yes.
Not a recluse. There's a red herring. So both of you could have appeared to me as,
okay.
Yeah, it could have been either or is what he said.
And you're right. Evidently, Scott did tell me yeses and nos, and for whatever reason, I was processing one.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So that's where I'm with JoJo or
Yahoo.
So if that is true, and JMac is claiming Saint, if we kill him and he is the Saint, then we lose the game. So would we go for JoJo first?
No.
Because her power has been used.
Yeah, your power's been used. You've got nothing left.
Yeah. Wow, everybody.
Look at how they turned on you.
Does anybody have any information?
You picked the wrong.
I've been suspicious of her for a while. Does anyone?
You haven't even told me yesterday. What are you talking about?
Welcome to Blood on the Clocktower.
It's okay being dead, JoJo. You can still.
Okay, I'm just saying his information has to be wrong. Well, it doesn't have to be wrong, but it's probably wrong. Well, that's not necessarily true. But I don't want to kill JMac, but I really don't want to kill me. So.
Is it Yahoo come up with his information yet? Because I keep hearing he's going to tell us tomorrow.
No,
and it's tomorrow.
No, that's not what I said. I said I'll let you know if my information is useful.
It's never tomorrow. It's always today.
Always
gladly pay.
Yeah, my two suspicions are still a Yahoo and JoJo. Those are my two. And can anyone say anything good about them?
Yeah. So
which is not themselves.
Oh.
Well, so short of me being poisoned twice, Yahoo was a no.
But you could also be drunk throughout the whole game and.
Well, but it's no just for demon. He could still be a minion.
A minion.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Killing the
It would be pretty funny if he's been drunk this whole time now.
It's always funny to find out he's drunk.
So Scott, if John were drunk the whole time, you'd pretend like he was the fortune teller and feed him whatever information you wanted? Or
whatever makes for the best story.
Whatever makes the best story. It could be all the truth. It could be.
Look at that smile.
But if we're to believe Ross, then either JoJo or I were drunk.
I mean, I don't know.
Believe John is not drunk.
Yeah, so we've got to. Yeah, it all comes down to whether you trust the information I started with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll say I trust. Well, I told you the two I don't trust. I trust everyone else. So
Max, do you have a nomination?
Well, let's go JoJo, I guess, this time.
Who was your two?
You want to give them
JoJo and a Yahoo.
Okay.
But I already voted for a Yahoo before no one kind of went with me. So
I did. Oh, maybe I didn't. That's right. I was saving it for a day. I'll get them today.
JoJo, do you want to defend yourself?
Yes, I do. I think there is a poisoner. there was a lot of chaos in the beginning of the game, which would lead to that. I do trust what Ross said based off of what I've discussed with him and David and what I know from myself. I was just the Slayer, so that's really nothing much to go off of and nothing to defend myself with. But John's information is either wrong or we're probably going to lose if we just decide we're not going to kill J-Mac no matter what happens. Because if he's the only other option, then that is problematic unless the poisoner did something. He's probably not drunk, but I really don't want to die. So there you go.
J-Mac's suspicious too, but Jojo, if you believe Ross, why did you attack him?
Because John told me to. Because John said that his original information was that it was either me or Ross, and he said, so you might want to go up to Ross. And I said, okay, well, I'll do that.
And after that whole thing didn't work and Ross wasn't killed, then I relooked at my papers and thought, okay, so short of J-Mac and Matthew both being bad at the same time, and all I heard was yes. So J-Mac may well be bad.
Okay, so we're going to start the voting with Ayahu. And
can I ask one quick question? If the imp dies, townspeople win whether they're dead or alive.
As long as
but there could be a Scarlet Woman.
Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, as long as the townsfolk win if you're dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Joe can die as a Slayer and still win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Except you would have to feel like a bad father.
That's right.
Already do.
It's on your record.
Well, I've seen you both completely betray each other. Yeah.
Ayahu in 3, 2, 1. 4 votes are needed for a majority.
Wait, okay.
Chris, you're so wishy-washy.
Chris, what are you doing?
Come on, John. Are you voting? Here he goes.
Oh, come on.
Oh, your dad took you out anyway.
Dad.
4 votes puts Jojo on the chopping block.
Yes, it does.
Now, if we think this
Jojo,
one
you can nominate somebody if you want.
Chris,
think
Chris, why did you change your vote there?
See what happens. I'm starting to wonder if it might be J-Mac, Ross, and John because they all voted to kill her.
I think I trust Ross. I'm not sure about John, except I do think his information, if he is telling the truth, I think his information is wrong. J-Mac, definitely don't trust. Max, don't trust. That's what I've got.
nominate. Get yourself off the block.
Okay.
So why don't just real quick before you nominate though? Why don't you trust Max? Because you haven't talked to him.
No, I talked to him yesterday, and the fact that he started by saying he really doesn't trust me when we hadn't talked, aside from to say I gave him the information.
It was by a process. It was by a process of elimination. That's why I don't trust you.
So I don't know about that, which is why he's suspicious to me. And the fact that a lot of people hadn't talked to him at first seems like he was spending a lot of time with a couple people.
You know, somebody's got to have information here.
I try to talk to everybody.
Somewhere. That would be nice to have.
Yeah, guys.
I
think the only person I haven't talked to privately are John and David.
So what I would like to give my information now, because JoJo's on the chopping block and I am the empath and I have been getting zeros the entire time, meaning that neither of my neighbors are bad unless I am the drunk. However, with all of the people that think they're drunk, I don't think it's me. What I would like to do is I would like to nominate John because, so I hate to do this, but the information that he gave, it feels, you know, people say meta, it feels as though he was confused about his bluff roll, because at one point he was giving numbers instead of yeses and nos, and it seemed to me at one point that he was claiming a different roll, and to me that feels suspect. And I know that it's not JoJo unless I have bad information.
Right.
Which seems unlikely, everybody.
He's in cahoots with JoJo. But I do. J-Mac, Yahoo, and JoJo are all sitting together as an evil.
Then the chef would have a number of 2 pairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I heard.
Did the chef happen? Is the chef here?
I have been hearing rumors.
I've had some bagels, so I hope it was.
I feel like I've been smelling some baked goods, but I don't know where they're coming from.
Oh, they're good.
Hold on. If there are 3 sitting together,
Yeah,
That'd be
what's
2
that?
beers.
Two.
I would
Consider
that'd
2
be
beers.
two. And there's probably only one from what I heard from this chef.
Can someone please claim chef? I'm begging you.
Everyone, stop
I can
for a
confirm
second.
that there's a chef from what I've heard.
Everyone,
I would
stop
just,
for a second, and
but I
you
am
defend yourself. Everyone except John.
probably not, or the
Chris?
Undertaker, one of the two. Sorry.
Well, according to my information, I'm down to JoJo and JMac, both of who are sitting next to Yahoo. I trust Yahoo, so I have a problem in my thinking because JoJo and JMac are both sitting there. So and if they're both good guys, then I'm totally not knowing what I am doing.
Oh, what the heck? And he could be. You guys could be poisoning him.
So, Steve, there's times. So in some of these games, I definitely make big mistakes and go, oh yeah, crap. And I think this was one of those where I seriously thought that Scott was telling me 1 as opposed to yes. So and you were asking me if I was an investigator early on. I was like, I'm not saying that because I think people thought you thought I was the investigator, and I don't know that I've ever given that. I don't know how to give a vibe.
That is what I thought at first as well, because of what you said at first.
Well, I mean, I can understand why that would be valuable coming out early on, and I didn't because I have information I can get every single night. So that seemed to be something I didn't want to share.
Okay, we're going to start the vote in.
Who are we voting for?
John.
John.
First
John,
vote
it is
was
John.
Vince,
Okay.
if
Just
you want to use
double
his
checking.
vote. And that would be, so Vince starts, and then Max is the first live vote. JoJo's on the chopping block with 4, so 5 is needed to take the lead. 4 will tie it and go to a night phase. In 3, 2, 1. And Vince, just for the future, you are not seated and you're not, so I can't tell if you're voting.
Okay, I wasn't voting.
Oh no.
At the time, that means nobody's on the chopping block anymore.
Tied.
Oh,
Right now, we're going to bed unless someone gets a
Hold on.
5.
I'm voting Ross off. Let's kill Ross.
Don't vote me off.
It's time. I mean, it's time for the librarian to die.
Wait, JoJo, Yahoo,
We
and
got to
J-Mac.
have somebody die.
Yeah, what's
Sound
up?
like Leslie Nope.
JoJo, Yahoo, and JMac just voted together in a block.
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I say we go against a Yahoo again.
You can't again. You have to wait till tomorrow.
No, but we haven't gone.
Oh, we
against
haven't
him this
nominated him.
round. I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm saying
So-
we
And he
we
is
have
evil.
before.
Because
but
you're
not
a
this
little
year.
wishy-washy.
All right. So
First,
I'm all over the place.
Chris nominated Ross, so we're gonna go do that one. Chris, your defense, or your not your defense, your accusation.
My accusation is this: I would have done a Yahoo, but I forgot that
Sorry,
we
I
didn't do a
can't-
Yahoo.
I
So I'm
can't
gonna
nominate a
kill Ross
Yahoo.
instead because I believe between two of them.
Sorry.
I don't know.
You're
Chris,
just voting to
would you
kill
like to
everyone.
die?
That's very
Would you like
evil.
to take back your vote, your nomination?
No, I already nominated JoJo, so I can't nominate again. Sorry.
right.
No, he's talking to me.
I know. Okay. Sorry.
No.
We're gonna let it go. Ross, your defense.
Well,
I'm wishy-washy.
my defense is there's a 3 vote block of JoJo, Yahoo, and JMac, all of which have been sus. So I'm wondering if we take the JMac risk.
After this, I'm nominating JMac. Yes.
Okay, we're gonna start the vote on Ross, starting with Matthew. In 3, 2, 1. Start the vote.
Here we go, Chris.
Oh,
Are you really gonna vote?
Chris really voted.
I committed.
Committed to it.
Oh,
That was really close.
Sean was playing with my heart there.
Yeah, actually, I have more suspicions on Ross now
Why?
because he wants to kill J-Mac.
Well,
And it makes sense,
that's what I'm saying.
but it doesn't because we could lose.
We could, but
And
it's the perfect role. So we can't go after JoJo. We can't go after a Yahoo because they've both been nominated. JMac's the third in that unholy triumvirate that we have not nominated.
who hasn't
Hold on.
been- just Chris
Yahoo has not been nominated this turn.
That's
No.
not
We can wait on if he's evil. We can wait on him.
okay.
So
Well,
can you just clarify who's been nominated today?
It has been JoJo, John, who else?
Ross.
Just vote on
Yeah, I think
Ross.
that's just those three.
Those
Yeah.
two.
So then, if we're worried about the saint, then I nominate a Yahoo for previously stated reasons.
I second it, even though you don't have to second it.
So Ross is nominating a Yahoo. A Yahoo, your defense?
Well, I already stated my defense, which is that I am the empath. I have been getting zeros, so I think it's like basically I have two people that are sitting next to me, and when they're both alive, I have no useful information.
Right, the two people sitting next to him are the two evil people, Jojo and
So
J-Mac.
we should kill J-Mac.
But that doesn't make
But that doesn't that does
doesn't
not
work with
line
the
up
chef.
with the chef.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, that is correct also. And I haven't talked to the chef,
oh,
but I have a lot of faith in this chef.
Wait, yeah, I don't believe there is a chef.
so if there is a chef,
I
it's
don't
one
know.
pair. Then that means it would be Jojo and a Yahoo, and J-Mac is the saint.
I don't
Right.
believe there's a chef.
Right, J-Mac
I
could
may
be
or
the
may not
saint,
have
and
been
then
the
John
chef.
and
Oh, I
Oh.
believe
Who
there's a
claimed
chef.
to be the chef? I haven't heard that from a person.
Nobody has claimed to be the
I
chef.
have claimed to talk to the chef. There is a chef.
Oh, there you go.
I-
You claim to talk to the chef.
I can confirm that there is a
Chris-
chef in the game.
Chris during the day is the chef, and he's the Undertaker at night. He has two
Wait a
jobs.
minute, Vince just
Have you guys
confirmed.
heard of this guy named Guami? I am taking
Oh,
over Guami.
yeah,
so-
that guy.
So
It's not
just
helpful.
in case nobody heard
I
it,
nominate Chris.
Yeah.
Vince confirmed that Chris is telling the truth. In case anybody heard it.
I confirm that there's a chef in
A
the game.
chef should say how many pairs there are.
There was one. That's what he said.
I nominate J-Mac.
Why
Well,
would they not come out? There's not
we've
any
already got a
reason for them
Yahoo.
not to
So
come out.
We've
You have to
got a
find a-
nomination.
I retract that.
It's
We're
not-
going to start the vote on a Yahoo. Starts with J-Mac in 3,
J-Mac, a Yahoo. If I'm wrong, I apologize.
1.
God, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but we can't do J-Mac because of the same claim.
Sean, that was your dead vote.
If that was a dead
your
vote
one
by
vote.
Sean.
He used his one vote.
We need one more, Jojo. You're gonna have to do it or not do it. Oh,
Oh,
those are the possibilities.
you're gonna have to do it. or
You
not.
got
That
it
was
spelled
another
right
four.
out.
Well, I don't want to tell her what to do, so I.
Jojo,
wanted
did you
let her
want to
know.
nominate?
She has options.
Yeah, you know what? I would love to nominate J-Mac. Sorry, dude.
Jojo's
Okay.
nominating J-Mac. Do you want to say why?
I'm the saint. You
Because-
vote me out, the game's over. So I do what you want to do.
Jojo's evil. We know that. I tried to have her
Okay.
So the
killed.
bad
Killed.
guys had to luck out and
Yeah.
poison
I
the
don't feel like
librarian
that's
on
my
turn
defense
1.
here.
Hang on 1 minute. Everyone let Jojo say her accusation.
Okay. I don't trust J-Mac because I never did, and because if John's information is close to correct, that puts him in that category. I don't know that we need to kill him right now. I mostly think that the reason I want to kill him right now is so that I don't die, which is kind of stupid. So we don't need to kill him right now. But
you're
we
not on
You're
the
not
block.
gonna die.
On the chopping
You're
block
off the
right now.
block because
No,
you
You're off
got.
the block.
point, but everybody's saying I'm so bad. I feel like
Oh.
next time I'm gonna be out of here.
Gotcha,
And I
okay.
don't like that.
I-
So I think we should wait a little bit, but I definitely do not trust him. I want John to get more information. I don't know about him. I don't think his information is correct.
Max, your last thing you said was JoJo's evil. I tried to kill her. What does that mean?
Oh,
No, not to trust what she's saying, but just if J-Mac is the saint, we don't have to, I agree with what Ross said before. Let's just wait on him.
I don't necessarily think J-Max the saint. My only problem with the whole thing is a Yahoo, if he is the empath, should not be reading J-Mac unless he happened to be poisoned the whole time.
He wasn't. What?
We're going to
You
start
know-
the vote with Ross.
There's an awful lot of really
3,
perfect poisoning for
2,
that theory to work.
1. We need
Yeah.
5 votes on J-Mac.
Just cause.
I thought you were going to wait, Ross. So much for waiting.
I thought
Yeah, I don't
Got
know if we should
impatient?
do it.
Well, we're not going to get the 4. We need 5 to do it. It's not going to happen unless these two jump on it.
Yeah,
Yep.
there he is.
Yeah,
Because you
there's
just
the-
killed.
Oh shoot, that's bad.
Yeah, there's Team Evil right there.
Any
Yep.
other nominations
Dang it.
of people that haven't nominated?
Why?
Okay, so here's how we get out of it because now they've confirmed themselves as evil.
Yeah.
How we get out of it is we get 6 votes on someone we don't care about.
Me.
Whoa.
Go ahead, kill me. Take me
Right.
out.
Or
Or
5 votes.
or me. Put
Or
6
5 votes, so
six
nobody's on the chopping block.
You can't. Yeah, 5 votes on whatever, but we need to tie 5. And
How are
that
you
would.
doing with that?
Well,
Ross, you've already been
Yahoo's evil.
nominated,
We
right?
just we
Yeah.
should have
Yeah,
killed him.
Jojo and a Yahoo
know why
are
we didn't.
evil, as I've been saying for many rounds.
Okay,
So-
I think we have to
Because I'm a
nominate.
psychic, a special.
Who's the demon then?
Good question.
Max. What have we
It
heard
would
from
be
Max?
me, but it's not.
Okay, so I think we have to nominate Chris and Matthew. You're kind of the deciding vote to either.
I'll be going first, won't I?
No, not with Chris. With Chris, you would be the
Oh,
one.
David goes. Yeah.
last. And
I'll
Chris,
vote
you
for
can also
myself,
vote
too.
for yourself that,
Who else
to
can we
either tie or
nominate if
not.
we
So
don't?
I will nominate Chris simply because that's the only way that makes sense for us to possibly be able to tie this vote.
Yep. So we need to confirm. We need 4 to tie.
5.
No, we need 5 to tie.
5 to
To
tie.
tie.
To take the lead.
Everybody's completely confident J-Mac is not the demon.
Yes.
At this point,
I'm
I'm
no.
not.
confident
I'm
that J-Mac is
not.
not the
this point,
I'm
demon.
yes.
definitely not.
I'm not confident of anything at this point.
At this point, I'm more confident. If it's Yahoo and JoJo, and there's a chef who got a 1, then it can't be all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
but
feel
could
it's a
be
Yahoo
So
and
Yahoo
JoJo.
and JoJo.
What
I
if
should have
it's
killed
what
you
if
when I had
it's
the
what if it's Sean?
Yahoo is the common denominator. If we're looking at a pair in that 3,
What if it's
Yahoo-
Sean? What if
But
the
I
pair is
got-
John and Sean though?
I got cleared by John.
twice.
That's my problem.
yeah.
What if
You
the
didn't
pair
get
is Sean and
cleared.
John?
So maybe it's me and Matt.
John,
You never. Maybe it's some sort of rivalry
John,
between the minions.
you
Chris.
got Matthew and a Yahoo
I
as a
just-
yes, but that could have been Matthew. Who'd you do with a Yahoo outside of Matthew?
Yahoo and Max.
Oh, okay.
You know, and we'll know. We'll,
Never mind. Guess it's not
Yahoo,
me then.
Chris, you
Yahoo and Chris was a no. Yahoo and Max was a no. Yahoo
Okay.
and Matthew was a yes.
Chris, you
Okay.
voted to kill J-Mac, so it's a little bit weird that you're so upset with me for voting to kill him.
Yeah, but you looked evil when you did it.
Wow. Okay, so it's just an interpretive thing.
On Chris.
okay.
Yahoo looked extremely.
Okay, we want to kill Chris. Is this right? The
Yeah.
Well, we want to get to 5 votes for Chris.
Yep.
David gets the first dead vote.
Vince, kill him. What's
David.
your vote?
In 3,
What the hell's going on?
2,
I'm gonna save my. I'm
Vote-
gonna
vote-
save
We need
that
to get
vote.
to 5 votes and 5 votes only.
starting the vote. Vince does use his dead vote.
Six, 7. So he's dead. 6.
Do I need to die?
No.
Okay. Actually, Vince could have saved it dead vote then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he could
Oh
have.
well.
Yeah.
Sorry, Vince. Yeah.
So 5 votes ties.
I think that's
Any other
everybody, right?
nominations? In 5. I don't even know if it's possible. 4, 3,
Very long day.
2,
Yeah.
1.
Wow. Wow.
Everyone's going to bed.
That was
Good night, everybody.
good night, everybody.
Well, I wanted to kill Chris. JoJo's poisoning John like she should be. Kill. Is it Max or Chris? Just realized that I voted to kill J-Mac, who I was getting 0s on. That was a mistake. It's a good, good thing it's new players in here and they're not going to be suspicious of that. Chris will pick up on it. That's not good. He's back in his room thinking about it. That was a mistake. Shouldn't have done that. So 2 fatal mistakes. Meant to kill Ross. Did not. Said that J-Mac was definitely good. Voted to kill him. Woo! That was bad. Yo!
Are you killing?
We'll kill Chris.
Okay. JoJo has disappeared, so I haven't been able to talk to her yet.
Huh.
See what happens.
It's not good.
I think our internet was screwed up.
Okay.
So it may be a long night.
Cool.
Okay, well, we got a little bit of news. JoJo disappeared in the night, but that is because I don't know what happened to her computer. She has not returned, so I don't know what's going on with that. But Chris has, game-wise, has died in the night.
What? Why, Yahoo? Why did you kill me?
What?
Why did you kill me?
Yeah. Okay. So when John gets back, there's two things I would like to hear. First, David, you've got to give me some. I'm asking you to give me some information here because if you're the drunk so and so, I need to know that because I strongly suspect JoJo. I strongly suspect Yahoo at this point, and I believe that someone, John can tell me now. John, early in the game, did you tell anybody what your role was? Who was the first person you admitted your role to?
I talked to Chris and Yahoo the first day, and I got no's then.
So my theory is that somehow they kind of pieced together that you had an important role, and they let the poisoner know to mess with you, is what I think.
So last night I checked Yahoo and Joe, and I got a yes again. So I saw Yahoo whenever somebody got that one more vote to kill somebody innocent. I forget who that was.
Yeah.
Yahoo had quite a smile on his face.
Okay.
So I feel entirely confident.
Yeah. Okay. So does anybody want to do it? Want the honor of nominating him?
Well, are we going to break rooms here, or are we not going to break rooms?
Well, there were
3, 4, 5, 6.
Chris, do you want to reveal who you were or say anything?
I'm dead, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're dead.
That hurts. I was clearly either the possible once, maybe the Undertaker, or the Washerwoman. I was one of those two, possibly, maybe.
And now you can just tell us.
You don't know how Chris plays yet.
You'll get used to it, or you won't.
I'll nominate a Yahoo.
So, we're going to go to break rooms. We got break rooms.
Yeah, they're not
I'd
even
like to
open
talk
yet.
to Matthew.
Can't kill me yet, Max.
Open up nominations as
You want
well.
to talk to me, Chris?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I won't open up
I'll
nominations.
come to your room, okay?
I'll come to your room.
All right, David, is it okay if I go and chat with you in your room?
For sure.
Okay.
Hey Vince, it's J-Mac. Can we go talk? I'll meet you in your room.
Susan,
Okay.
where did David go? There he is, bro.
I'm only going to give 3 minutes here.
How many people are left?
6. I mean, I'm available if anybody wants to talk to me, but I feel like nobody really wants to talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
You're the empath. We know that.
I think he's playing at being an empath, but
Right.
and just happens to have been sitting beside one of his cohorts. Yeah.
So John, is JoJo still playing there? She'll just play through you.
Do you want to talk to me?
I do.
Okay, I'm just going to mute and turn off the camera so I'll talk to her in our breakout room.
Yep.
It's a little sus right there.
That's
Okay, who wants to meet in real life? That's the way to.
Hey Max, you want to talk? J-Mac.
Sure.
Okay, meet you at your place.
Yep.
So the dead people can't nominate, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Do that.
And we already used our votes, so
Yeah.
we're basically just hangers on by this point.
I just the amount of absolute perfect blind poisonings that have to have occurred in the perfect order for J-Mac to be a bad guy is astounding. I can't. I just can't. Like it's the imp and the baron, and I don't really care which is which. But we'll see what everybody else thinks.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna close up all the rooms.
Chris, I'm hurt.
Well, who was that?
You were so mean to me.
All right, so
I'm going to kill you.
there are 6 players, right? So that
6
means the
players,
Scarlet
so we
Woman still could work.
We have 3 dead votes left.
All right,
So
let's go.
I'll nominate a Yahoo.
Max is nominated Yahoo. Max, your reason.
Same as before. He's evil. He looks evil. He speaks evil.
I look evil. That is.
Can someone send the link to the?
I'm just kidding.
I sent
I'll
it to your
tell you-
Facebook.
I'll tell you why. Again, he hasn't said he hadn't said much for a long time, right? But then he said he's the empath, which I think he was trying to see if there was someone who claimed to be the empath or whatever, right? He wanted to see which role he wanted to take. No one seemed to be claiming it, so he took empath, which was a really good one to take if he's sitting next to one of his evil cohorts. Then he can, right, take suspicion away from Jojo, of course, the evil Jojo. So, so I'm still onto that Joe and Yahoo. So
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
I
Does
think
anyone have anything good to say about a Yahoo?
Can I talk?
go ahead.
Hear me?
Yeah.
I don't. Yahoo. You know.
It's
come on.
weird. Joe's in like multiple angles.
That was your contribution.
Well, look. Leave me out of this.
Joe, you can go on your own computer. It's working. You just have to unmute yourself on your own computer.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can
then
hear
it
you.
would echo. It would echo if they're that close.
Well, then it would echo. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
You'll also need to be in a different room
Oh, we're
during
getting
night.
we're getting like double JoJo.
It's working.
So I think Ross is right that I was probably getting poisoned and thrown, and that's why Yahoo was showing up as good for me. I do think Yahoo is the demon. I saw the smile on his face. That said, my game plan, and if everybody who's still alive would agree, that's awesome. But I would go for a Yahoo first, and if he is not the demon, then it can only be J-Mac.
Yahoo, do you want to give a defense?
I believe that it is J-Mac. Have I been nominated yet? Because I'd like to nominate J-Mac.
You have been nominated.
You have been nominated.
Max
Okay.
nominated.
Yeah, look at the smile on his face. You're so dead.
No, I'm laughing because you're losing the game for us.
Yeah, I think you'd be mad if not smiling.
Let's just kill a Yahoo J-Mac. If he is the saint, we can put it off. We can kill him eventually if
We don't
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to kill the Saints.
You have more to say?
No, I know what I'm saying is that, if we're unsure that he's this saint or not, we might not want to kill him right away, but a Yahoo, we don't need his empath. He's useless. So.
How many
I
votes do we want?
don't think it's going to matter anyway once a Yahoo's dead.
Everyone,
I
be
have-
quiet. Let a Yahoo speak if he
How
wants to.
many?
Okay, guys. Yeah, we're turning into Levine here. Let's let him.
Sorry.
I trusted John. It
Let's not
appears that was an unfounded decision. I also accused him. That was wiser. And I I would like to err on the side of claiming that I am the Slayer, and I declare John.
You are shooting John. What do you want to use for your weapon?
Just like a pea shooter.
Pea shooter? Well, he uses the pea shooter, but it just kind of trickles straight down, and it's a huge miss.
Wait, the pea trickles. Oh.
He didn't specify.
That kind of
wrong shooter.
Oh, poor Jim.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Okay, we're gonna do the vote on Yahoo now. Starting in 3.
How many votes do we want on this?
Three is
Yeah.
I don't think dead people need to give up their votes, but all the live
dead
people
people
should.
don't need to vote.
We have 4.
There's your evil team. There's one
Evil
there.
JoJo.
Awesome,
Oh,
Jamie.
Yeah.
I
Team
meant
evil.
to kill him.
Oh, Jojo, holy cow.
Oh,
Dust is all get out.
weird.
No,
I
I
meant
clicked the
to.
button. It's not working because I split screen and I was clicked onto my Zoom. So you have.
Oh,
To
okay.
Oh come on! You think I get that excuse?
Sure.
Okay.
Use an out of game excuse.
Okay.
Hold on.
No,
I
I'm gonna
do-
vote him. You can count that vote if you want because that's not what I meant to do. I was the last vote anyway, so nobody's not like anyone's opinion could have changed my mind.
Okay. So
The
I would
number
like
of
to.
votes is important, though.
We have 5.
We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. I would like to ask: Does anybody know Max's role? Because
Yes,
Max hasn't
I
said
do.
anything.
I do. I don't want to share it.
It's that worthwhile, huh?
I might know it, but he got cut off. But I think I know it.
Yeah, I was just about to tell you. And we
Yeah, he said I'm the, and then it stopped.
Timed it perfectly.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I see. He's the
Need a
Got
nomination.
it.
I'm not.
Do it after.
Any other nominations? I don't need a nomination. Any other nominations?
Wait, I'm confused. How did Yahoo not die? I thought we were killing him.
No,
Oh,
but he's on
sorry.
the,
Never mind.
He's on the block.
he's on the
Let's still
block.
vote somebody else.
This
out
isn't
anyway,
werewolf.
more
You don't
time.
die right away.
I know. I'm getting confused.
That's
All
okay.
right.
So no more nominations. Let's close nominations. So
We will
just
kill you
so we
next.
can kill Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Start a countdown in 10, 9, 8,
Oh, the tension.
Yahoo, you're not nominating anyone?
6, 5.
The chef didn't bake you a cake, did he?
No, I get nothing.
Nothing. Yahoo dies. Yahoo, how do you want to be killed?
I don't know. I always enjoy being like in a garage with a running car.
Okay.
Oh, that's so
well,
sad.
Dude,
I
so
don't know if they
sad.
have cars in a polar station or a garage, but they had
It's a
something like,
generator.
they had like the
Oh,
some type
yeah.
of heater going on inside the polar station that got some combustion going, and Yahoo perished that way. And we are all going to stop playing the game because the game has ended.
Oh,
I screwed up. I
Oh.
shouldn't have voted. I really shifted things with that vote. I thought it would be awesome if we killed the Saint, though.
I will go over the roles here, so I'm going to mute everyone. And then once I get the mute screen up, there we go.
You didn't.
Okay, so we had Vince was the Ravenkeeper. He got killed the first night by the imp, so he got his information right away. He picked Chris and got the chef. Max, who no one or very few people knew who he was, I think. He was the mayor. Never got anything. His role never came into play. Jojo was the poisoner the whole game and picked Ross the first day. Then Chris got picked a couple times in a row. Then she hit John the first day that he looked at it, or one of the days that he looked at an imp, which kind of worked out well. And then I don't remember who she picked after that. Yahoo was the Baron who became the imp halfway through the game, or about a quarter of the way through the game. And I'll go over that in a minute. J-Mac was the Saint. He was not lying about that the whole game. If you killed him, you would have lost. Ross thought he was the librarian, but he was the drunk. He got shown that David and JoJo were the drunk, but that was wrong information. Matthew was the real imp and killed himself night 2 because there was a lot of suspicion on him. And it passed to a Yahoo. And I'm going to jump up because John picked Matthew the day before Matthew changed or killed himself, and it changed to a Yahoo. And then the next night, John picked Matthew and a Yahoo, which were the old imp and the new imp, which I found kind of humorous. Chris was the chef the whole game. And he did get the 1. And he was covering for David, who was the Undertaker. And David got no information other than that Sean was the drunk.
He told me that he was the imp.
Yep, the imp. And I could say that because he is the recluse, and that power stays even after they die. I was hoping that Ross would have died early as the librarian, because then he would have gotten the drunk, and that probably would have possibly could have confused David, thinking that he might have been drunk, because that decoy early from Ross made him think that he could have been possibly drunk. John was a fortune teller. I already went over that, and that was your game of Trouble Brewing. Oh, the bluff rolls were Empath, which a Yahoo took, Monk, which Matthew took, and Slayer, which JoJo took. And you can all unmute yourselves.
John, would it have changed anything if your results for a Yahoo and JoJo had been no?
We'll never know.
That's what happened.
Yeah, she got off the internet, and so she wasn't able to poison you last night, which sucked.
So, sorry, Scott, you give the evil guys bluff rolls?
Yep. So they get 3 rolls that are not in the game. It only goes to the demon, and then they can pass it off to their minions.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Ability too.
Okay.
I didn't know that either. So I nearly claimed a roll and then found out that not.
I thought I'd talk to you then, I guess, Jojo.
Yeah, me too.
Well, Matthew was very tricky. He convinced me he was the monk and even said who he saved and everything. That was good.
I saved you first night, J-Mac, because I didn't want you to die first night because you always die first night.
Thank you.
And then I killed Vince because I was hoping, I just picked a random person I didn't know, hoping that everyone would just be like, oh, it's got to be Ross just killing his friends.
I'm confused, Matthew. How did you save anybody?
Sorry?
I was surprised that
I saved J-Mac first night and then Yahoo second night.
That was your bluff roll, the monk. You weren't really...
No, I didn't actually save him.
You didn't really do anything.
But I wasn't going to kill J-Mac the first night because he dies the first night in like every game. And that seems
David, you got played around. Your mind got played around with that game.
Man. I was really surprised that I was killed though, because if I thought that all the information that I was getting was bad, then I don't know.
It seemed like the information you were getting was not bad. That's why I killed you.
I only had one information, and that was that Sean was the imp.
Yeah, well, that I don't think that would have been that way if you were drunk.
Yeah, technically that's correct information.
Because he claimed recluse.
Yeah.
It could be either. That's the best part.
Yeah.
The drunk doesn't mean that you're always getting bad information.
No, that's true.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Right.
And I thought there was a possibility you were drunk. I knew JoJo wasn't drunk. However, I didn't have a better target. That's a really good roll, and if you weren't drunk, I definitely didn't want you in the game. And I hadn't yet figured out that John was the fortune teller, or I would have, I don't know. I wanted one of you to be poisoned and all the rest of you to die.
Yahoo's Empath, unfortunately, sitting next to a demon and a saint, or not a demon, a minion and a saint. His bluff could have worked out a lot better if people were dying next to him, but
well, I also was given mine. I didn't get a choice. I wouldn't have wanted to take Empath. I would have chosen for Matthew to have that since he was the one on an island.
Yeah, I guess I didn't. Yeah, I didn't even talk to Yahoo until like day 6.
Yeah,
well, I didn't even know you were assigned. Yeah.
Yeah, you get the demon gets 3 bluff rolls, and they can do with them what they will.
Yeah. So, Yahoo, you were the Baron originally.
Yeah.
So we had 3 outsiders.
Yes.
Yep.
We had the Saint, the Recluse, and
the drunk.
Oh, the drunk's an outsider. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
that's the only role I plant at the beginning is the drunk. And it wasn't because Ross was hosting the night. I literally said before the game when I was doing it, I said I'm going to give it to an information role because I rarely ever do that. So I decided to do that for this game just to mix it up for myself.
And it's wise. It was a very good call because he knows I give information within 30 seconds of having received it. So
well, and I would say
it was really either you or me. So yeah, it is better rule.
Making the librarian drunk isn't as big of a deal because it's like one piece of information. And if I heard correctly, JoJo poisoned him the first day anyway.
Yep. So
yeah, so it didn't even matter
either way.
So I was like, "Go me! Look what I did!"
Yeah, nice. So what did the new players? What did you guys think?
It was lovely.
I loved it. I did not. It didn't feel like as long as it was, which is
no. Like that was 3 hours that shot by.
Yeah.
And just for length of game too, in real life without Zoom and I tend to let people talk a lot. So if you get a storyteller that is more on top of things, I just like letting people talk. So my games go extra long usually, but with a quicker storyteller and in person, the games last like an hour and a half. When they play on Discord, they last about an hour and a half.
It's fun to let us talk if we want.
Yeah, I like it. I like being able to have conversations.
Especially with new players, it lets them.
It was under 3 hours, so it wasn't.
Like I was impressed at how well Max was able to figure out, and even
Max had it nailed. Like
I was just like with how Max figured it out. Made me very angry. As
He's the new Melissa.
Maybe it's the MA, but not Matthew. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't get any information that helped me find a bad guy at all.
Max, you were with
like
me
I can eliminate like 75% of people and say, nope, these people are all good. They're all good, but I couldn't pick between the other 5.
Yeah, I made a couple blunders. I really wanted to kill Ross, but I was genuinely confused because the one hand was pointing at J-Mac, and I was like, what the heck is happening? I obviously want to kill everyone I can, and then that vote to kill J-Mac was such a mistake. Like, that cost me the game. I don't think people were, like, seriously suspect, except for Max, obviously. Well, Chris, you're often suspect of me the very first day with 0 information, so...
I called you out when we were talking with John that one day. I was like, no, I don't want to give him any information.
Yeah, like when J-Mac was
you're
on...
evil,
Okay, Matt, you need...
yeah.
I kind of wish I'd been able to use it on JMac, but I was right at the beginning, and I was like, I can't use it at the beginning because it would look way too suspect.
Matthew, as soon as I realized that you were going to be like the last vote, my heart sunk. I'm like, oh, he's the bad guy. He's totally a bad guy.
But I didn't get to do anything with my vote. I didn't get to.
Yeah, Matthew, I didn't suspect, so I got Joe and a Yahoo. My question was, who's the third one? Just couldn't figure it out. And I kept thinking it was J-Mac. I didn't know, but then could he be the Saint? So
it was interesting.
Didn't know who the third one was.
I thought that Matt
turned on a dime. It was like, I thought the bad team was going to win for a while. And then all of a sudden, because there was suspicion like all over the place and not on a Yahoo at all. And then all of a sudden, like shortly after I thought that, then all of a sudden it just like slammed onto Yahoo and JoJo kind of out of nowhere, other than Max, who had it pegged from the beginning. But that was interesting.
I knew we were in trouble because I just looked at it. I was like, I think when I talked to Yahoo, I'm like, seems like everybody's confirmed except for Yahoo and JoJo and Max. Like
and Max,
Max. So like, those are the 3, and I'm just like, this is gonna be tough because
I didn't want to reveal publicly I was the mayor until
that makes sense.
That put a target on me.
Makes sense.
So until there were 3, if there were 3 people left, or if you guys were going to go to kill me, then I would quickly declare on the mayor. Let me stay until we have 3, and then I'll use my power.
And also you know what? You were putting a suspicion on yourself. You were putting a target on your back to be dead at night. But then, but the thing is, like, they can't kill you because you're a potential bad guy that they can serve during the day. Right. So like you did a good job of like I can stay alive because they can't kill me because they need to target me during the day. The bad team.
So Max, what was your role?
Mayor.
Yep.
If Max did get hit, I probably would have bounced it to someone else.
I couldn't figure out who to kill, Chris or you, which I would have killed you over Chris because Chris got day 1 information and that was it.
Okay, so if you guys ever want to keep a secret, tell Vince. Holy cow! I could not pry Chris's role out of Vince to save my life.
It was the
He
Undertaker,
didn't trust
possibly,
you.
perhaps.
No, I knew that wasn't true because I had already confirmed it was David.
Yeah, I guess when I
I'm
found out
heading
that
out.
David was the
Good night,
Undertaker,
guys.
I wish we would have talked.
Night, Josh. Take
Hey,
care.
I'm glad we didn't kill you.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. you do.
Thanks for playing, Josh.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
You know, yeah, I kind of wish that when me, Max, and Vince were talking, that Max would have told me he was the mayor. I wouldn't have pressed him in public so many times. I'd have been like, I don't know your role, Max. But he never told me, and that was at the same time Vince was telling him that who I was. So I was, oh well.
Yeah, I think Chris later in the
Well, we
game
could have
was,
met again. You could have asked me. I would have told you probably.
Yeah, I probably should have.
Chris later in the game was just like, well, I can confirm there's no spy because the people they targeted the first couple days were not like, and I was just like, oh, so I killed the Ravenkeeper, which is
Yep. At that point, I didn't care. I was like, I'll just give it all out because there's like 4 people.
The funny thing is, like, I was like, okay, if I kill, I'm just gonna pick a random person. But if I was gonna kill, I was like, I don't want to kill. Like, if I feel like if I kill like a Yahoo or Ross, then everyone's gonna know it's me.
Yeah, you usually do go after me. And Max, we'll talk about the timing. You were just about to tell JoJo your role, and you got bumped out of the room.
Oh,
Yeah, I
the poisoner.
met, and so I was like, that sounds like Mayor, but there was no way to know.
That was just a coincidence, but I figured it didn't really matter.
It would have.
Because she was gonna die, I was thinking, but
see if you see, and if she
She
knew you were mayor and she
poisoned
poisoned
you.
you, then the bounce doesn't happen. So if they do target you at night, you die. All right.
Automatically die. I can't bounce you at all.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So if the mayor's poisoned, like let's say there's 4 players left, the mayor's poisoned, and then there's 3 players left, the mayor's still alive. If they don't do an execution, the game would end then, I guess, right?
That would end the game as long as he's not poisoned. If he's poisoned when there's
3 people left. Let's say like night 4.
Got poisoned that night, and then someone else died. So there's 3. He's still
people
poisoned
left.
during the day. The game would not end at that point.
And then the minion would kill one more and win.
Yep.
Because my power, I can't use my power while poisoned.
Your power would be
Yeah.
completely broken.
So if it's the mayor, the imp, and the poisoner in the
Yeah,
last,
it's
you're in
unlikely,
trouble.
but you're done.
Yeah. Wow. What'd you think, Vince?
It was a lot of fun. It's not not a game that I'm too good at, but it was fun to play.
At least you got to keep playing even though you're dead. So
Right.
you died
Yeah.
early, but
Was it still fun being dead most of it?
Yeah, because I could still interact and still try to pass off information and stuff.
Yeah.
And gain information.
Or not pass information.
I was still suspect of you, Ross.
Yeah, no, rightfully so.
Ask other people's information.
Vince did very good with his information. He kept it.
I feel like I'm
Thank you.
I feel like I'm way more evil in this game than in like regular werewolf. Like I feel like I played if I play this, I'm more than half the time evil and I don't like it.
But
I
the
think
same,
Matthew's been evil in every single game.